just so done with the whole Discord and the whole everything where we stopped playing. But we both came to an agreement and came to a thing to where we sat down, how we're all sitting down now, figured out what the issue was and fixed it. Because like we said, we love this community. We love playing this game. And we it could have been to where me and Sniper never played Helldivers again. We could have both left our factions and did nothing with them and not kept them growing and not doing this. And then we could have been enemies and not been friends. You know what I'm saying? And not even talk to this day. But we worked through it. We pushed through it. We was like, okay, this is the situation. This is why we was mad. This is why I'm mad. This is why you're mad. Okay, these are the rumors. These are the rumors that are true. These are the rumors that are not true. And we sat down and worked through it to better each other. You know what I'm saying? Because now, like me and Sniper now can sit up and have conversations and joke around and it not be an issue. But for a minute, we literally both was at the same position you're at. Oh, I'm gonna uninstall the game. I don't want to play no more. Like it's not fun no more. This that. You know what I'm saying? And it really sucked because, like I said, it's a great community and Sniper can vouch. Like it was a hard time for both of us. Like me and Sniper have became pretty good friends through this game, and it was a hard time for both of us, especially over something so silly and dumb. Our situation was slightly different, but also very similar. But like I said, it sucks. It really sucks, and I don't. That's why I kind of feel like a little more like, damn, I don't want you to go through that. I don't want you to feel like that. And I'm pretty sure Sniper feels the same way. Like, we don't want you to
At the
go
end
through
of the
that, bro.
day, I play airsoft, and I fight tooth and nail to make it playable for people. We all see the videos of paintballing and airsoft of cheater this, cheater that, and it ruins what the point of communities are to be a community. It's like I said to Ivy, the whole point of video games is to get away from real life for some time.
Yeah, exactly.
We all play for
And
our own different reasons. Doesn't mean we all can't come
Burden,
together.
Yep, I'm here.
can you respond to my message that I sent to Moby and also confirm that too?
Yep. Sorry, stand by.
like, I used to never be a gamer. I was never a gamer at around your age, 14, 15. I was never a gamer. I had an incident where I almost died on the job and stuff. And ever since then, I've been getting into gaming. I've been getting into writing stories and making lore and stuff like that. And I fell in love with it. So me knowing that, hey, there's people out there that when I was their age, I wish I was able to do stuff like that. If you have the opportunity to do stuff like this and build communities and make lore and do literally stuff just like this where you sit on a chat and make new friends and stuff, bro, do it. Because like I said, I didn't. As a kid, I didn't, and I wish I did. I wish I had more time to do it, more the ability to do it, the funds to do it, and stuff like that. If you're able to do it, bro, do it. Don't sit there and just not fucking do it. Not play a video game and not do this. Like Sniper said, it's a way of everybody has their own reasons of why they like to do it, but it's a good way to step back from life for a minute and be like, hey, I can be something else. I can do something else. It doesn't have to be serious all the time.
Fucking hell, I just want to say, just take a look at this moment right now. You have fucking Bearded with the 808th. You have Inferno with the 56th. You've got Ivy with the Ragdivers. You've got me with Ghost from the Past. You've even got the Anointed here. You have, what,
You got
5
Ignis here
different
too.
factions, 6 different factions all telling you the same thing. Because we all want you a part of this community.
Yeah, we just don't want you doing
to go down the wrong path because
doing stuff.
It caused a mishap now, but one day I will be brutally honest with you. One day you will piss off the wrong person. One day you will piss off that one person who will try to literally ruin you from the game. Whereas right now you've you've actually done it with the perfect people to do it with.
Yeah,
because we're the people that can see past that.
And kind of encourage you not to do that. Like, what if you would have got into it with somebody and they wouldn't have sat here on this call with you? They would have been, you know what, screw you, uninstall the game, ha ha ha, and kind of like laughed at you and trolled you back. Like, that's why I said the Helldivers community is a great community, because none of us want to do that to you. None of us, like, if you were older, grown people shouldn't do stuff like that, but you're younger, bro. I mean, I've made so many dumb mistakes as a freaking teenager. Not to the extent of this, because like I said, I was never much of a gamer, but I used to be a little prick. I used to be a fucking asshole when I was young.
I'm going to say this now. This is pretty tame in some of the mistakes I've made in life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I will even throw this out there. I've been homeless for the last 2 years, and I was out shoplifting to survive. It was the wrong thing to do. I had my reasons to do it. But the point is, we all make those mistakes. We've got our reasons for making those mistakes, but you cannot let that mistake define you. And right now, we're all throwing you the same opportunity here. We're trying to tell you that this one mistake doesn't have to be what defines you.
Yeah, it's literally up to you to take it, bro. Nobody can make you do it. Nobody can make you feel me, be a part of this community or that, but we would like to see you. We would like to see you do that. Nobody wants to sit there, and we don't want to be the people that made somebody leave the community. I'm pretty sure none of you guys want to be that person.
No.
Yeah,
I think I can speak for all of us when I say, I'm betting we'd all love to sit right back in this call, and instead of Leroy listening in, having this kind of conversation, we're all turning around and celebrating the fact that he started his own faction and it's overtaken all of us.
I wouldn't go that. I wouldn't go that.
One thing to know about this game are the factions are very proud people in their factions.
Yes, we are.
Yes, but factions come and go all the time.
Yes,
like, it's an honor when a faction, somebody from your faction, goes out of their way, builds their own, builds a stronger community than what you had. Fucking hell, I would, if I found out one of my ghosts turned around and was like, ghosts from the past members turned around and was like, yeah, I've started a faction, it's got 300 people. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on barely 12. I'd be like, do you know what? Fair fucking plays to you, bud. Fair play. You did what I couldn't. It's always about passing the torch, because you never know how long your faction has left. Well, I'm betting we all hope that our factions survive long enough to where the community holds itself out for years, like we've seen with Chaos Divers, like we've seen with some of the bigger ones. We all know that sooner or later that it's going to collapse. We've seen the collapse of the Chaos Divers. And I'm pretty sure we can all agree, nobody saw that coming.
I mean, shit, Leroy, you were there in the original server before we had to nuke it. This is all just ones and zeros. There's no guarantee that any of these servers will be here tomorrow.
But we'll still be here. The game will still be here.
That's what I'm saying.
This is my last and final offer. You stay in the community, you get 65%, and it's the most I've ever done. 65% off of any Laffy's Liberty Pizza in any part of the galaxy. 65. I'll even bump it up. I'll even bump it up to 70, and that is the highest percentage off a pizza I have ever given, ever.
Damn, and I gotta pay full price.
No, you're an ally. You get 20% off.
Hey, where's my fucking 20%? I'm basically only getting 10% off.
We just ended our war today.
Yeah, and you still haven't put my pizza back on the menu.
Well, you haven't given me the sausage divers.
I got I just got an executive membership card. When do I get my cash back?
Yeah, where's my
wait,
hold on. Why?
Spicy.
First off, we deal in super credits and war bonds.
Okay, when do I get my super credit? My super credit point back.
I mean,
wait, you're paying 1,000 for a pizza? Fucking hell, we're paying 30,000 for a single pizza.
We just stopped our war
Wait,
sniper. Of course you were getting taxed.
Hang on a minute. Are we all being scammed by Ivy? Maybe we should go to war with rag divers and like get a discount on our pizzas.
I would like to go to war.
I can't go to war with rag divers. My doctor said that I need to keep ordering the blood of our enemy's pizza if I want to make sure I fully kick the iron deficiency. So, sorry, you're on your own on that one.
I mean, if you really want the blood so much, Sniper, I mean, you could go to war. I mean, that's a possibility.
Ooh,
See,
let's
we're not
set that
enemies.
up.
It's not exactly the same thing.
Lori said what? Leroy has no idea what's going on right now. So, Leroy, I'm a pizza faction, okay? That's literally my whole gist, is I'm a pizza faction. Laffy's Liberty Pizza, so the Rag Divers, we are the run and gun pizza delivery service for Laffy's Liberty Pizza. And we're the best pizza in the galaxy, regardless what the fucking sausage
you're the
divers
only
think.
fucking
So you
pizza in the
deliver
galaxy
pizza to
we'll
the
like.
Russians who are fighting on the front.
Yes, and
No, you
we're
can't
working.
call yourself the best pizza in the galaxy. You're the only fucking pizza in the galaxy.
Yes, we are.
You own a fucking monopoly on this.
I mean, bro, I patent literally every ingredient to pizza, and the only reason the cheese divers is allowed to use it is because their fucking faction is huge, and I can't really dictate what they do. But
Yeah,
that's
but
why
you can't own blood of the enemy's pizza because we
That's-
owned it. We thought
that's
of that.
why I
We
made it. That's why I
patented it.
made
We
a
just
peace
allowed
treaty.
you to produce it.
That's why I made a peace treaty with the cheese divers, so that way I can be on mutual terms with They have one of the biggest cheese productions ever, so I can kind of have I can have I can have a eye. Yeah, I can have an eye on that, but Leroy gets it. Look at him. So yeah, but yes, we are a pizza monopoly, and me and Sniper has literally went to war over this, and he created a whole sub faction, the sausage divers, trying to undermine me, a B-rated version.
Who is this?
Hi.
Okay, how
I
about
say we
this?
boycott the rag divers.
Wait,
How about this? How about this? How about
How
this?
much am I paying for the pizza?
1,000 super credits.
Goddamn.
That is a ripoff.
That's a war god, yeah.
Now hold up. The reason
Yeah,
why
we're getting
No.
scammed.
no. The
We're all
reason
getting fucking scammed.
The reason why it was so high, and it is so high, is because we are delivering by ship from planet to planet. We didn't have any corporate office. We didn't have any. We just got established to where we have a few pizzerias set up. Now, if we can come up with some ideas with all of us in here, then I can lower my prices. If you guys have some planets, some land that I can put my pizzerias on, then we can establish lowering it from 1,000. We can probably get it down to 20 to 30 super credits.
Or better yet, we just boycott.
Some negotiation.
Wait,
I
hang
mean,
on a
if
minute,
you
hang on
help
a minute.
us clear Borok, you can put a fucking pizzeria on Borok. I don't give a shit.
No, hang on a minute. Here's a better idea. Why don't we all just boycott Laffy's Pizza so then they get no customers and then have to lower their prices?
I have the trademarks for every. Go to my server, go to my trademarks, and see all the trademarks I have. You're not gonna get pizza anywhere else.
Hey,
Anyways,
at the end of the day, you're gonna have to lower your prices.
I hate to
nobody's
say this,
buying it.
but I like cheeseburgers better than pizzas.
Jesus. So I'm glad to have gotten to talk to y'all, but I gotta get back to work on some of the lore stuff. So if any of you need anything, just DM me or whatnot. But I gotta
Hey,
bounce.
Oracle,
You have to bro.
I appreciate
Yes,
it.
the pizza is.
Please,
There's a lot of voices.
Leroy, please, just join my guys. You'll have somewhere to be then.
Alright, Inferno, what'd you say?
I'm sorry.
I said appreciate what you did. You brought a lot
Anytime.
of factions together.
Anytime, man.
And the queen says she loves you.
Hey, our queen
Anyways,
is dead. We've
Bearded.
got King Charles
Yeah.
as much as we hate him.
Oracle, could I get an invite to your server just so that way we have an open line of communication?
Yeah, we'll call.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, excuse me.
We also
So,
probably
yeah.
shouldn't tell you guys about the War Crimes Division if you two really like fire.
To be fair,
War crime?
okay, let me fully fucking.
Geneva Convention, more like Geneva in question.
No, okay. So lore-wise for Ignis, not even counting necessarily just the memes and whatnot, we do have several different divisions that deal with chemical warfare, psychological warfare, and pathological warfare. So not entirely out of place.
You think you've seen
Sweet.
psychological warfare? How about you come to Astaroth for a week and see what we're dealing with? That would break anybody.
I don't think it would break the 65th Flame Breathers.
Ivy,
Sure.
you've been to Astaroth. You've seen our planet. What is it like?
Yeah, his planet's
Dark and
fucked.
gloomy, motherfucker. It's dark
Planet's
and gloomy.
fucked.
We made the Illuminate. We made the Illuminate look like child's play.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. We have held his sector down. Like his sector is literally completely surrounded by Illuminate territory, and we have held that shit down.
Anyways, Bearden, you're saying?
Ours is just Plague Fire Division.
Yeah.
Fire, gas, and a lot of dead bodies.
Yeah. No.
Well,
We.
if
Yeah.
you're dealing with plagues, you might actually be able to help us on our planet.
So many voices. What I was trying to get at is the lore stuff for our stuff is. Yeah. So no, never mind. It doesn't really matter much. But good to know.
Yeah. I can.
Yeah.
I am more than happy to talk shop and trade lore with you on a day or night when.
I mean,
things have
to be
been
fair,
calmed down.
so long as you're okay with some lore that isn't directly stated in Helldivers canon and is kind of mostly
That's all of our
headcanon.
lore. That's all of
Yeah.
our lore.
Well,
I
I'm not
mean-
just saying that. I mean, the vessels that the Ignis Dominion Royal Navy has are Leviathan in caliber.
And the
Considering-
65th has a vessel
Is-
called the Pillar of
Oh,
Flame, and we
you don't
literally
need to
go
worry
over a
about
planet and we set the
non-Helldivers
oxygen
canon
on flames.
because, to be fair, you don't even need to worry about non-Helldivers canon because literally my faction has the rule of thumb of we were around on our planet long before Earth even went into space. So we're basically a human species, but we're not Terran. We're not from Earth, and we
Yeah.
hate the fact that people mistake us from being Terran.
Anyways,
We're just too
yeah.
prideful.
At the end of the day, the lore I'm currently working
Hey
on
guys,
is
Leroy
based off
streaming.
Leroy, what?
Leroy
Leroy
streaming. The lore I'm working on is working off of a story I have written called Wrath of Heaven, and because of that, a lot of things are directly tied to it. And the issue with that is that, like, I was able to tie Inferno's lore into it pretty well because he's still working on that. But the issue that crops up with it is that very specific things are required and whatnot for all that shit. So we don't have to merge lore or anything. I just
no, not
wanted
at
to
all.
get that. Yeah, I just wanted to
Yeah.
get that out of the way. So
Nah, I just like hearing other people's lore. So
Yeah.
you're all
I
good.
mean,
If you
we
like
got
your lore, you should read. You should read our lore, Burden.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
we got. I mean, biggest Dominion. We currently have 3 fucking barges that are 9 kilometers long. So, oh boy. It's funnier that way. Fair. Anyways, I do gotta get going, so glad to meet y'all. Bearden, I will start working on a charter between, or I'll start working on forming a charter. That way, your higher ups can sign it and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
We'll
Appreciate it.
we'll have to do some workshopping with it, obviously, because we don't necessarily know if it's going to be the way we have with Chaos Divers, where it's just a non-aggression pact, or an actual hard set alliance. The alliance we have with the 65th is a bit different from most of our normal alliances because lore-wise they are. What is it? My brain's fucking falling apart right now. Lore-wise, they are blood relatives of the people who make up the Ignis Dominion that are not defector Helldivers that joined us.
Okay.
Because of that, they are very closely knit, even if the majority of our own people have bad blood with the 65th because of a feeling of they left us to die.
Oh.
We're
Yeah.
warmongers. What can I say?
Well, not even just that, too. The way it is sort of kind of set up is that we have 13 planets in the Ignarum sector, which is kind of true galactic north of Super Earth, like quite a ways, way outside of the main system that is on the galactic map. Basically, just bumfuck nowhere that nobody really goes to.
So
But because
it's
of
you
this,
fuckers that we found the pesticide to destroy the infection on our planet, then.
but continuing on, these 13 planets, or not really 13 planets, it's more like 6 and a couple of really large exoplanets. The point is, they managed to form a handful of empires from a faltering system from the cartographer class cartographer class barge and the several colony ships that went over there sometime around the 2060s. Because of this, and because of the time frame that set up, they also had several people, at least they had people with them that were from a group called the Bronze Warriors. The Bronze Warriors, I'm not going to get into that too much, but like think Robin Hood and his whole group, but the size of Thunder Warriors. So, point is, they were just genetically modified, barbarian-esque soldiers with hearts of gold. They're very kind to people until it came to tyrants, in which case they would rip people limb from limb. But because of this, then Super Earth got into a whole fucking tizzy during the First Galactic War, and proceeded to set everything from what would become the Truth Enforcers, what would become the Seath Rangers, and just the general Seath military directly onto the Bronze Warriors, and by extension the Ignarum sector, but way later. The Bronze Warriors came first, obviously, where as the Bronze Warriors were escorting a medical vessel, the Super Earth came in, proceeded to, using what was civilian communication lines, lie their way into getting several nuclear payloads on board, while also using civilian bodies as covering fire. Or not as covering fire, but as cover. So, war crime on top of war crime, and then also saying they did nothing wrong. After that, they led to the Ignarum sector, which, after a significant amount of time, the unification wars of the Ignarum sector started, which was the Ignarum Imperium, starting to try and focus everything together so they could continue their actual mission statement, which was to improve the lives of everyone under their reign. Now, I say
Guys.
Imperium, good.
Jedi called me a scam. Called my
Yep.
pizza a scam.
You are a scam.
Alright, I'll finish this up super quick, so I'm not keeping
My
it.
bad.
I'll finish this up super quick, so I'm not keeping you guys any longer. Point is, Super Earth then proceeded to try and rip apart the Ignarum sector, and what would become the Chaos Divers were also ripping us apart from the other end. As that was going on, we get.
Hold on real quick. Jedi, the person messaged you, that's my queen. That's my queen.
Wife.
Oh, Firecracker?
Yes.
I was going to say, they sent me a friend request.
Just sending you a friend request.
She's sending you a friend request, brother. Accept it.
I did.
Oh, I didn't even.
Okay.
Uh,
Anyways, I'm gonna
random as well.
I'm gonna try
I
to
want to hear his lore.
But I'm gonna backstep a little bit. During the Unification Wars, there weren't really any naval might vessels that the Ignar Imperium had. Thus, it was mostly just civilian vessels that maybe had some point defense guns, but it was mostly going to each planet and siege/trench warfare because of the lack of orbital bombardment. Because of this, after the Unification Wars ended, not even 2 fucking years after it happened, a Super Earth came a-knockin'. And because of that, they demanded immediate surrender. The Imperium did not oblige. Which then led into another 40-year-long war where they did everything to keep the fuckers back, while what would become the Chaos Divers were eating them from the ass end out. So it was just getting closer and closer and closer until it eventually came to the planet of Interim, which is the capital world of this entire sector. Interim is a very important planet due to the fact it is the central culture sort of cluster. But because of this, eventually the senators of the whole thing decided we can't do this anymore and proceeded to surrender to Super Earth, which then had Super Earth's assistance in destroying the Chaos Diapers. They would then start a treaty, or at least sign a treaty, which basically stated that Super Earth got more like 60% of every single resource they collected in this entire sector, and they had to sacrifice 40% of all of their military personnel to Super Earth. The Imperium obliged because they didn't really have any other choice. A year later, Super Earth fucking invalidated the treaty anyways, and proceeded to just start genociding people, taking slaves, as well as taking any sort of libraries we had and burning them to the ground and throwing children inside of them.
Sounds like a lot of propaganda to me.
The point is, they were trying to. The point is, they were.
The oldest?
Good. What's that?
So at this point, which faction's the oldest?
The Bronze Warriors would be the oldest, and then it's the Ignarum Imperium, of which the Ignis Dominion was created off the Imperium after. I mean, lore-wise, I guess we'd be the oldest, but I don't know.
How far back do you go? Like, what year?
Bronze Warriors would have been started sometime during the 2030s.
Oh, so it'd be us then, because we've been around since.
Yeah, okay, so we'd be second oldest, because Bronze Warriors only started as a result of the final
You
Great
haven't
War.
been a faction. Wait, you were a planet, not a faction, Sniper.
Yes, but effectively, we had our own military on our own planet.
Yeah,
and
no,
we've been on
yeah.
our planet since basically the dawn of time. So
you guys would be the oldest. Yeah, you guys would be the oldest. We would be the second oldest, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Point is,
Mark wants to say that they're older than all of us.
Yeah, the Bronze Warriors were created as a result of the final Great War, which is essentially World War III, but instead of just nukes, it was also anomalous nukes, like dissonance warheads and purgatorium bombs and all that good shit.
You have access to those?
I mean, we have some of them, not a whole lot anymore, considering most of them were decommissioned because it was considered a war crime of the greatest fucking degree. Greatest fucking degree. They're not being sold. They're basically buried under a concrete bunker.
How much will buy them all?
There's like 6 of them, but if you were to do that, it would require a monumental effort for cleanup alone.
How about an infinite supply of troops?
How about you? My bad.
So,
go
okay.
ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt. I gotta get going. My
no, it's fine. It's fine. I'll continue the lore with this, guys. You already know enough. Sorry, but check in.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
But I will be talking to. Looks like I'll be talking to a lot of you all later. Later on. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
But you all have a good one.
You too.
All right, take it easy.
Hey, Burden, before you go, you can post the Mad Bastards in my Alliance section.
Oh shit! Yeah, we're. Sorry, I need to find. Oh, Lance factions.
Sure you know where your phone is.
All right, yeah, I'll do a quick post real quick and just a quick update that I'll be posting a bigger thing there. But yeah, you all have a good night.
You too.
Or in Sean's case, good morning, and I'll catch you all later.
All right, take it easy.
Okay, so let me explain Purgatorium real quick for you. Purgatorium is a material that was created during a time frame inside of the other place, specifically in Hell, after the what is it? I think it was the Orchard of Nails is what I called it in lore. Point is,
you have a way to reach Hell.
What?
You have a way to reach Hell.
I mean, yeah, we have a way to reach Hell. All of our legionaries are like probably at least in their 60s, considering that they have these things inside of them called recall beacons. These recall beacons are used to find their exact genetic signature within the other place, and we're able to rip them out of it.
how much for a lot of the technology? Let's just say I know a few people that would be real interested and would be real mad if I didn't get my hands on some of it.
We could probably give the blueprints for the recall beacons, but that's about it. And the issue with that is that it's a technology we don't really plan on giving out to anybody, considering there's a lot of bad shit that can happen with it, especially if Super have got their hands on it.
Let's just
Can
say
I
my
set up
plan's
a
been dealing with
pizza
an
in hell?
infection. Let's just say my plan's been dealing with an infection for the last 60 years prior to the Second Galactic War, and we've been really upset that we've not had means of destroying it.
Fair.
And you've just told us that you have ways of destroying it.
So I'll go through everything real quick. Recall beacons are a way to find someone's genetic signature so long as their soul is linked to the other place. If it is not, tough luck. But if you can pull them out of hell, or purgatory, wherever it is, it's usually purgatory. The issue is it's a very complex situation that requires a lot of fucking hardware and a lot of machinery that's all running individual programs at the same time. It's not necessarily super tough, since the way we set it up is that the recall beacons aren't necessarily utilized most of the time, as our super destroyers act as a sort of safety net. The body dies, the consciousness gets transferred into a clone, with the consciousness being essentially captured by the super destroyer and immediately shuffled into a clone instead of us having to try and grab. It's not like clones per se. It's more like synthetic bodies.
So what you're saying?
Not. No. No. So it's for our lore. It's already a precedent that synthetic humanoids are entirely possible, especially ones with their own sentience. The Spartae are an example. They're pretty much human. It's just they have a more so zinc blood.
Do they pass
It's
the
like the
Turing
Avatar.
test?
What'd you say, Sniper?
Do they pass the Turing test?
Yes. As far as anyone by any metric is able to decide, they are human, with the only exception being anatomy, because they have two organs inside of their body, one of which is designed to help with their zinc blood, and the second of which is an organ specifically designed to fail after a certain amount of years. That way they can't be a threat to Nexus. Fortunately, Nexus is dead, and so are most of the Spartae, so it's not really a big deal.
So
what-
how would they cope against an army that has no vitals and looks like another person?
So let me explain the whole story behind the Spartae, if I can, real quick. They were warriors created by Nexus to replace all of their soldiers during the 2010s, 2020s, with the specific mindset of they're losing too many people and people can't be trusted, so let's just create a whole breed of synthetic warriors that will do our every bidding so we can take over the planet. That sort of thing. Just like generally evil shit, considering the person who made them is fucking Alex Kolinsky, the bastard. Point is, the Spartae were designed from a ground level to be biological but able to be put back together like machinery. Because of this, they cannot die from anaphylactic shock. Their cells are able to reattach to each other very easily, even after a significant amount of time has passed. But because of this, they cannot die from pain. They will constantly feel pain, and the only time they will no longer feel pain, even as they are being eaten alive, ripped apart, bisected, or shot to death, is once all of their organs turn off one by one and their brain eventually runs out of oxygen. They might be soldiers, but their life is a life of misery and pain.
See, the thing is my planet has an issue of a disease that we can't even get rid of, and you've just told us that you have ways of destroying it.
Dissonance bombs would probably kill off your entire planet along with the entire population, and Purgatorium bombs would definitely kill off your entire planet.
Well, as long as the planet survives,
This lets warheads
Yeah.
grow higher in yield for every single individual it is able to snuff out that can feel pain. It grows larger and larger and larger until eventually it's the size of a goddamn sun. Purgatorium bombs are a threat in its own right because Purgatorium continues to grow like a goddamn alchemist stone that is able to turn everything around it into more Purgatorium. Secondly, anything that's infected by Purgatorium will become effectively immortal.
So what you're saying is we'd have to clear out the entire planet and the sector before basically nuking it.
Not just the sector. That entire quadrant of galactic space would have to be atomized to the fucking...
Jedi, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
But like that entire fucking galactic sector, that entire galactic quadrant would have to be atomized to the goddamn quint, like even smaller than a goddamn atom,
So
just to be safe.
So, from what I'm hearing, I can't get access to Hell to set up a Laffy's Liberty Pizza there.
Okay, well the hell stuff's entirely different too because we can't even access hell.
Okay, that was my but that's my whole shtick. Okay.
The only other realm we can access is the space between, and only for short periods of time, because the shielding we have on our vessels to deal with the mist is, while it's good enough, it's only good enough for like a couple of days.
Okay. So for a couple of days, that's perfect timing. If I set up a pizza pod and I launch it into that other realm, can I do that?
Well, okay.
Listen.
The way the space between works is it is essentially a maintenance tunnel, or a series of maintenance tunnels to every form of reality within the universe I've created.
So if I send you a document showing exactly what happens to our planet, you're telling me you would have the means of destroying the problem.
Sniper,
Destroying your planet.
Sniper, what do you
He's
need
gonna
done? Because the 65th doesn't ever run from a fight, depending on, or doesn't matter
I'll
what
say
kind of
like
enemy it
this.
is or nothing.
I'll say it like this. The way it works is we've
somebody
got this
clacked.
infection on our planet, and it takes over the host's body, kills them. We don't know where it stemmed from or came from. It doesn't just take over the body as in the sense of like the Illuminate. They can actively look like us, move like us. Sure, their movements are a bit more mechanical and robotic than like normal natural movements. They have no vital signs, and basically it's like fighting an undead army. Wearing
There's a...
Do you have
There
oxygen on your
is...
planet?
Yes, we have oxygen, but they don't actually need oxygen.
But you have oxygen, correct?
Yes, but the way our planet's set up is people from
evacuate
Super
your.
Earth need to acclimatize to our planet.
Okay.
Okay,
Look,
well, evacuate
fair
your
enough. It's not
people.
gonna. It's not gonna work because I don't know who all is actually human or not unless they do screenings, and even then, that's just going to be exacerbating the problem.
Well, it's
The best
just
thing we can do.
easier to glass the entire planet and then just rebuild from the ashes. It's
Glassing
easier.
the planet isn't going to do anything because the infected individuals are still alive.
Not if they're burning alive.
So
But are they on the... Okay,
I'll
if
say
they're
like
being...
this. I've had the Steel Lords, who are basically a mix between the automaton and human hybrids that have been mechanically tortured.
So Cybermen.
Who have turned on them. They've tried bringing their troops to the planet and have failed and have lost troops. I've had the rag divers on our planet trying to aid in the defense, which they're
just delivering pizzas, though.
Yeah, but we have a military
been fighting
group.
this for about
RAG stands for run and gun.
So you're hit and run tactics.
Yes.
So the only way I could see the Dominion actually being able to help in any case that isn't just fucking weapons of mass destruction is us sending Centurions over there along with screening equipment. The issue is Centurions are not entirely immune to any sort of airborne virus.
It's not
so
airborne.
Okay. So it's not airborne, it's not waterborne. What is it? Or do you have any idea what it is?
Rag.
We have no clue how it spreads. All we know is it takes over the body and turns that person into one of its own soldiers.
Okay.
And we do know a way of screening it. It has no vitals.
We could send Centurions over, but in the event a Centurion does get infected, it is going to be a nightmare.
That's the exact problem we're having. Is we're literally fighting our own and those who have died to this thing.
Yeah,
Like,
stronger soldier doesn't mean
concrete. We've literally had to concrete block our own dead before we bury them, just so that we don't have to deal with the body again.
Yeah, stronger soldiers only leads to stronger opponents.
Are you sure the flames wouldn't deal with it, Oracle?
You just kill everybody. That's the only way it's going to work, is that everybody dies.
Hey, I do have a Scorch and an Ash alliance if you want that, which is basically go on your planet and we just raise it to the ground.
The issue is we've got specific species that are endangered if they go onto other planets. Like, they are native to our planet and they would not survive on another planet.
Anywhere else. Which means that, yeah, so.
It's like, in lore-wise, I've got one of our... Because we effectively have dragons on our planet. It's called Veilwrath. And basically, they can shrink to the size of, like, common household birds when they've bonded with somebody.
Okay. There is a potential way... There might be a way, but the issue is it'd be convoluted as fuck. In our lore, we have these things called the Ancients. The Ancients are older than pretty much everything, barring that of... I guess.
Okay.
The Ancients are the oldest thing, barring that of the machine and the Maker himself. The Maker being sort of the god analog. At the end of the day, the Ancients were the first... the Ancients were the first sentient species that the Maker created. The second being the Employers, the third kind of being humanity, as we were more so his just sort of test run project, where he just kind of set shit out there and hope for the best. The point I'm trying to make is we're not made in his image because he didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. He was literally just a random ass experiment. Anyways, moving on from that. The Ancients, there is access to a singular Ancient in the Ignis Dominion because a few of his shards remain. That is the Keeper of the Eternal Flame. Or just the Keeper. Custodian, that sort of thing. If there was a way to be able to actually take one of his shards and place it inside of something, I imagine it would be completely immune to the effects of this sort of virus and be able to assist. But I don't know any way to actually do that.
So, don't mean to butt in. Well, I've been butting in this whole time, trolling a little bit. But so we're trying to take Sheet. Me and Sniper are trying to take Sheet to evacuate that. If we can get that, we can evacuate his whole planet. And
the whole sector, because we have
the whole sector.
We have currently one means that we have found by going into deep space, which is basically like a pesticide that would basically glass cannon the entire sector.
Okay. So...
if we can not do that, because frankly I don't want to be killing an extincting species for no reason.
Yeah. So here's what I can say on that sort of thing. We can't really assist on that as of right now, considering we're still trying to work on our own operation with repairing our fleet. But, I mean, we've got several other allies that might be able to assist. You can hit the salamanders, I know that.
We've already tried speaking with the salamanders, and they weren't exactly too keen on getting involved with other faction stuff.
Of course.
You got us.
Yeah,
like,
man,
currently we do know that shooting them whilst they're dead, they don't come back, but they basically are turning the living, the dead
we don't shoot them. We
on our side.
Turn them into ash.
Okay,
complete dust.
Yeah. So you could theoretically use a small yield dissonance warhead, but you would have to be very precise with a margin of error, probably only about like a fraction of a percent. Because the issue with dissonance warheads is that the moment it hits something that has sentience, it exponentially increases in size.
Oh, good thing these things do not have sentience.
Okay. The issue is then that I don't think a dissonance warhead is going to kill it. Considering the way dissonance warheads work is that the pain produced from the dissonance bomb going off is what rends the soul apart, thus killing the host.
Who's doing the sound effects? I fucking love
That's
it.
Leroy.
That's Leroy.
Yeah,
Do you know
so,
what? It's
yeah.
actually weirdly fitting, though.
But yeah, no, dissonance warheads are only able to be used on a population that can feel pain. They cannot be used on a mechanical or pathological entity if it cannot understand the concept of suffering.
Yeah, these things simply just do not suffer. Like, the
In
body
that case,
can endure the pain, but the person won't
Yeah.
feel it.
in that case, you would have to use Purgatorium, but if you were to use Purgatorium, you would end up having to do one of two things.
You feel great. You can do this.
With Purgatorium, you have to end up doing one of two things. You'd be picking that shit up for centuries, and if you stopped for even a day, there's a possibility a monolith will start growing in your fucking sewers, which is not good in any capacity. Or you'd have to glass the entire fucking planet anyways.
So, why don't we, Sniper?
So
Why don't
basically,
we
it's either
still?
glass the planet or glass the planet.
So you could, as I said, Purgatorium can work on a small scale if you are immediately picking that shit up. But the issue is that it is just like nuclear fallout, but sentient, aggressive.
Well, here's the thing about my planet is aggressively thingy on the way it handles problems. So basically, with our planet, if say like we self a nuke on our planet, nature will just aggressively take over and try and take it back.
Okay.
So in terms of glass canning in the planet, we wouldn't be too worried about that. It's just more of a case of extincting our own species from our planet.
Okay.
Would
Well,
you
Like,
be
there are a
okay with
lot
the
of
air being set ablaze?
so here's what I can say. Here's what I can set up lore-wise is that we can offer you like 20 fucking milligrams of Purgatorium as well as the schematics to create a low-yield bomb. That is the best we're going to be able to do, considering most of it is stored within our own warheads, and we are refusing to even open the goddamn doors to the bunker for those.
Bro, why don't you just use the gas and gas it? Why don't we just take sheet?
you do realize you're asking
Got
us
to
to
go
put
now. Thank you for
animals
the game.
into space in such a way that they would suffer to breathe up there. Like, whilst yes, our Aspirothian ships would handle their natural habitation of the way they breathe, you're basically asking me to take a dragon and put it on a super destroyer.
Well, they
Yeah,
said,
not happening.
well, listen,
Who
we can
better to handle a dragon
manufacture.
than the flame breathers?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can manufacture between all our factions. We can manufacture the ships to escort the fucking things. We can call it Operation Noah, kind of like Noah's Ark. We can make an Operation Noah.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Listen,
charging me like
my
20,000 or 20 million super credits per ship.
no, I don't listen. When it comes to major orders, we don't when it's during major orders, we don't charge for pizza. Pizza's free during major orders. It's free to allies during allies major orders. You're doing a major order. If you have your own major order going on, your pizza's free during that time, during your major order.
So then where were you during Operation Sender?
I don't think we was allies at that time.
Anyways, Sniper, I'll work on the lore for it and whatnot. We'll give you about 20 milligrams of the shit along with the schematics. And we'll also give you the schematics to create the recall beacons. That's all we're going to be able to do, considering we're stuck with our own shit right now in deep space.
And Laffy's Corp can try to, if you guys want to get together, the fire breathers, we can make a ship big enough to hold your like I said, Operation Noah. Four of each species, or how do you want to do it? How many?
We'd have to take every single. We'd have to literally take every single one off of the planet.
Well, then
Maybe
we're
just
gonna
just
have
kill
to.
any more.
We could fit those
So
inside one of our barges of the Dominion, but the issue is we also don't really want to
I
risk
don't
getting our
think you
people infected.
understand. I don't think you understand the size of a mandrake. They are effectively the size of dragons,
Okay.
that's not
with
the issue.
almost 20 to 30-foot
So we would have.
wingspans.
We can make.
And
We
they
can
don't
make.
exactly like trusting people. Like, if you do not specifically bond with one, you will be killed by one.
Okay, so what I'm hearing
But,
is
brother,
we could
it's in the
theoretically fit
name.
them. What I'm hearing is we could theoretically fit them inside of a barge, but they're going to be a bastard trying to get in the first place.
Yes.
Okay.
Just let a flame breather deal with the dragon.
That's
No, they
No.
literally, we have what's called the trial of the swamps, because they will just straight up kill you if they do not bond with you.
And
Well,
my
then you get the
intentions
people.
have been here to cause a
You get. You get the people that are bonded with them to get them on the ship.
there's so many more of the ones that there's so many more of them that probably aren't bonded compared to the people who
Yep.
are able to bond. It's just not logistically plausible.
Why
Well,
don't you just
like I
prank
said, trank them. We got the means to fucking. We got the means to get them on there. We just need to build the
They
ship.
basically live in a difference between a pocket dimension and our reality. The reason they can change size is because their size goes into the pocket dimension, so that when their handler dies, they immediately go back to their full size.
I gotta get going though. One of my partners is
Also,
awake. I need to keep her company.
Also, they blast a huge ice breath.
Listen. You're gonna start a fucking war with me, okay? Don't do what Sniper did. He just went
Sorry,
through this with me.
did I hear war? Did I hear war?
How
Did
am
I
I
hear
scam?
war?
Hold up. How am I scamming people? I literally
I mean,
I
okay,
give
wait,
free
hold
pizza during every major order. There's free pizza during major orders, alliance major orders. Yes.
But that also means that when they're not doing major orders, his men have to go through the fire and the bullets and the explosions and the automatons and the bugs and the illuminate to bring you a pizza in the middle of combat.
Yeah, and we're working on. Well, right now we're working on pizza pods. We have mobile pizza pods. They're like backpacks, but we're working on station ones, and they open up and got a big ass fucking. Yes, you will.
Better yet,
Trust
just
me.
do what my faction does. Better yet, just
Listen.
do what I do. You find a faction, you go to war with them, you shoot them, and you just start eating them.
Damn, Sean, the fuck?
Better yet, what you do is you go to war with another faction in a major order. You start taking their people out, and you just start eating them, which is essentially what my faction does.
So you're cannibals.
No,
Yes.
we just
That's literally what he is.
well, you can't be a faction. We can't be a cannibal if we're not technically from Earth. Technically, you are another species to us.
You're a cannibal.
Well, no,
You're
because that would
cannibal.
require to be human from Earth. We are human from Astaroth. We are not humans, essentially. Essentially,
It's still
we're our own
cannibalism.
species.
You're a cannibal.
So
Oh
listen,
no, other
Sniper.
factions are just meat to us.
Sniper. We can build 2 large ships to evacuate Astaroth Prime and evacuate the other thing with animals and shit included. 1 ship
Hey.
for people, 1 ship for the animals. We'll have to go planet by planet. All we have to do is take a sheet. So, like I said, we can come up with the means to evacuate your planets.
Hey, Rag.
What's up?
I got it. I got it for you. The fastest way to deliver pizza to Helldivers. You ready?
Huh?
A sniping pizza gun.
You stole it from me.
That's fucked up. You stole her joke. It's not fun. It's not funny. You stole a joke. Boo.
Boo.
Yeah, get him.
Here's a
You're
better
supposed to be
idea.
thinking of these things, brother. Or hell, fucking give a what is it? A Gatling gun sentry the ability to shoot like million pizzas.
Instead of a hell bomb, it's a pizza bomb.
There you go. Instead of a hell bomb, it's a pizza bomb.
Well, we have one of our technologies, which is actually classified. It's classified technology. All the blueprints and shit for them is our capsules. We have ingredient capsules, and that's how we're able to mobilize and have hundreds of pizzas on our back at once.
Wait, I can't sit in the middle of combat, be burning bugs, and then sit there and be like, "Oh, hold on, I gotta make my pizza. I gotta put this pasta sauce. I gotta put the cheese. I gotta put it in the microwave."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the capsules. So these little capsules, they go into this backpack, and as you're running around, it it puts all these capsules, it opens them all up, and it's like a micro technology where it shrinks the ingredients down, and then it cooks it right there on the spot for you. You just
Wait,
every drop
Ivy.
in, you just load. What?
Ivy, you're a genius.
Yeah, I know.
No, you think about this, right? Think about this. You have technology that can shrink technology and shrink atoms.
Yes.
Why don't we just make a shit ton of robots, put them in an airburst grenade, and just send those to my planet? Why did none of us think of this?
I mean, because it's technically it's our
Pumpkin hasn't even done the initiation yet.
our technology is technically
Thank you.
classified. So, and here's something else I could do. And
He has the keys to finding love.
You should make that own.
listen,
He's to finding love.
so what I can do is I can actually work on reverse engineering those capsules. I didn't think about this until just now. To storing your the animals. Now we'd have to do some test run on some live creatures because we've never done it with anything living before. So I mean, we've done with like small stuff like mice and shit like that, and it has
Or
ended
we could just shrink
terribly.
down a bunch of fucking robots and just airburst them, and then they just grow into size and just overthrow the planet, and then we just glass cannon them off the planet with just basic missiles.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to put none of your people or your
You're in range of
Well,
enemy
no, we'd have been
artillery.
off the planet by then.
What about the
You can
animal
win. You feel
stuff?
great. You can do
That's what I'm
this.
saying. I can come up with so we don't
Hell
have to build
Admiral, on deck.
so we don't have to build a big ass. We can build a decent sized ship, build a decent sized ship, and just fill it with the capsules and that way we can get all the animals off of all the planets in one go.
Or better yet,
But
why don't we just go Vietnam on this shit and just get a bunch of fucking low orbit space vehicles and just go Vietnam on this shit? You
well, I
know,
don't.
blast a bit of Fortunate Son, a few
I thought
fucking
you didn't.
MG42s in the windows.
I thought you didn't want to take thought you didn't. I thought you wanted to take the animals off the planet before going balls deep into it.
Well, we've already been going balls deep into them anyway, so why haven't we tried attacking them from space? Or, well, not from space, but from fucking low altitude.
Well,
Get
we
some low
still gotta.
altitude ships up, get some choppers in the air, and just start going around fucking blasting the ground.
Well, we still gotta take sheet if we're gonna do that to evacuate your people.
How would we have to take sheep? Most of the civilian populace has been taken off planet by Rin to Julheim. We've just got, if we're pesticiding it, then we've just got to get all the animals off and the people who were in the last fortress of Asporoth.
I mean, we could
Or
take.
we just go full fucking Vietnam. We've got the numbers. We just go full
I mean,
Vietnam on this bit.
you have a trade line. You have a trade line to Kundark, so you could just bypass that and go straight there and just cut through up and bring your people to Kenneth Port and bring them to Kenneth Port. So what you want
Let's
me
put
to
this
work
to a
on?
vote. Let's put this to a vote. For those in favour of just going Vietnam on fucking Asporoth, say aye.
I'm down for whatever. Nobody else voted.
For those in favor of taking the animals off and just glass canning in the planet and hoping that it just heals itself, say aye.
Aye. Hey, come on, dude. I mean, it's in the name, dude. The flame breathers. Come on. I mean, we're literally called the planet clearers. Come on.
Killers? We're the planet killers?
Clearers.
Oh, look at you got a cricket.
You know what? I'm gonna you put that cricket on.
So, Jedi
So-
Slayer, you did not say aye to either of those. Where do you stand?
And about
He stands on trying to shut down Laughing Pizza. Fucking god damn it.
So here are the so here are
Okay,
the two
how about this?
choices. Either glass canning. We're
Okay, how
we're
about
currently bringing.
how about this, Rag? How about instead of doing 20% off? You ready? Ready for these numbers?
Okay,
You
let me
do
hear it.
40% off.
I could get behind
It'll
that.
it'll still be like 600. 600
But that's
super
better
credit.
than me
What?
paying 1,000 super credits for fucking pizza.
Okay, what do you think, Jedi? Is that 600 super credits fair?
It's fairer.
Well, listen, if
Now, according to Asperoth,
that's what we do. That's literally. Well, they're being fucked up. We bring them to the super hell dive missions. So what should I do it based off of the rank of the mission? If it's of what? Okay. Okay, I can work with that. I feel like we can work with that. Now, how about this? What if it's a super hell dive mission? Then what should I charge then? That's what you guys are getting with the 20% off. So I, well, yeah, grinding missions are like I'm
yeah,
not
and you
gonna
still
I'm not
charge
gonna
us triple the prices for faction warfare.
All right, Rag, how much is it going to charge for my entire men to get pizza for the entire of Operations Center?
how many okay.
Yes. What do you mean?
Are we talking like a pizza party? Are we talking just on the front lines? Are we
On the
talking
front lines.
just on the super hell dive front line?
Impossible front lines.
Impossible front lines? Yeah, it'd be about the standard price with the 20% off, about 750 for each. But if you're doing it for all of at okay, well let's just say
So, how would you
let,
price
hold
a
up, hold up, hold up.
16-person faction
Let
going
me
up against a 180-person faction?
let me answer this question real quick. And if you're doing all of them at once, you want pizzas delivered to all of them at once. They're all mobile on one planet. I'm not going from two different planets. They're all on the same planet running impossible missions. That's when we could we can cut deals if I'm going to one planet and they're all on one planet. I could literally drop it down. I could drop it down. I could drop it down to 500 to like 500 per pizza on one planet. And if they're all in the same sector on that planet, if they're all in one major city on that planet and not spread across the planet, we could even drop it down to like 400. Now, yeah.
I've got 1 million super credits stored in the vault somewhere.
Okay, now here's another thing too. When my pizza pods, my stationary pizza pods are up, you can literally get a pizza for anywhere from 20, depending what mission you're in, anywhere from 20 to 100 super credits when my stationary pizza pods are up and running. My pizza, like you said, my pizza shops, same thing. Any of my pizza shops, you can go to a Laffy's pizza shop and spend anywhere from 20 to 100 for one pizza, depending on what you want. Like the Laffy's Liberty Supreme.
And why is that? Hang on a minute. Why is our pizza so expensive then when we provide some? Hang on a minute. Why is our pizza so expensive when we're literally providing the ingredients for it?
Because you always come and throw the body on my fucking counter. Bring it to the back, okay? He does pay more. And so now here's my
we're
thing.
providing the ingredients for our pizzas. He's just providing a service to us.
Now here's the thing. If I can set more pizzerias up in more sectors and on more planets, the pizza is going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And if I can set up my corporate office in the XXIV,
How about you start providing the blood for our
Well-
pizzas, and maybe we'll be paying more for them.
we have pizza ships. We have pizza ships. We have
Sniper, did you send me a friend request?
No, but I can do.
Who's Star?
Who's who?
Star, it says for the blood god.
I have no idea.
Does it say any factions that they're linked to?
I might have to take this off of community. Let's see.
So listen,
It shows they're part of SDS. The SDMR. I don't know what that stands for.
I have no idea.
Link to me.
The planet XXIV, if we can take that planet and set up a corporate office on there, the pizzas will drop down exponentially. You got to think. So you don't know my lore. This is probably why you're so confused. My planet home, the original place that Laffy's Liberty Pizza was on was Angel Ventures. We lost it when the bugs first attacked before the Meridia black hole, when the bugs first attacked. We literally disbanded. I became a hell diver. Laffy's went to another planet, a corporate planet of Super Earth, and turned Laffy's Pizza into a multi-billion-dollar franchise. The Illuminate attacked them, and he decided to pretty much just join the Helldivers from there. And once the corporate office was destroyed, we had a few Laffy's pizzas throughout the system and everything. And this is just a very short story of it. All my lore's up on my YouTube. This is just a short story. And he joined. That's when I made the Rag Divers with him, and we started booting Laffy's Pizza back up. We took a few of our shops that were open on a few different planets, and we kind of ran from there and started from there. We got our numbers up, we got our delivery guys up, we got our soldiers up, and then we started manufacturing Laffy's Corp. And that's where we started making our experimental projects and a lot of classified weaponry and pizza pods and
Night,
yeah.
Leroy.
So we
night,
literally, the last few years since the Laffy's Corporation had got destroyed, the main thing, we have been rebuilding everything. So like I said, so we're pretty much doing everything by hand. We're delivering by hand, everything. So yeah, it's gonna be more expensive at this point in time. Once we get more established, yes, pizza will be anywhere from, like, you can walk in a shop and get pizza, a regular cheese pizza, for 20 to 50 super credits, depending on small, medium, or large. And then Laffy's Liberty Supreme Pizza, of course, it's going to be like 150 to 200, anywhere in that price range.
It's still $150 to $200 for a pizza. That is true.
What I want to know is, what are you doing with the rest of the blood in the bodies that we give you?
Those we're using those as for our experiments and our experiment weapons. We actually,
So you're
if you
not
want
even keeping vats of it for us for
well,
emergencies.
well, we drain all the blood out. So what we do for sniper, we drain all the blood out. There's no blood in them, and afterwards we take them, we put them on a hook, we cryo freeze them, and we ship them off to a secret location where Laffy's corp is secretly hiding out right now in a far off sector, and we run experiments. We sit there and we do everything we can. We anywhere from hanging up and using them as target practice, stuff like that. We do the same thing. You know the bodies that are stacked up in super earth things and stuff like that. The bodies that are stacked up with that.
Yeah, that's
So
the bodies. But what are you doing with the rest of the blood?
we fucking cryo freeze it and save it for whenever you want pizza. It's in our
But we only
freezers.
ever want pizza when we're at war with another faction.
Well, like right now, I literally have, because whenever we was doing a war, I have a fucking pizza shop on Simont, right outside your sector. And then I have one on Satyria, or Satya. I have two pizza shops there. And then I have a
So are
pizza
you?
shop on
Wait, are we hearing
Estion.
Are we hearing about a Laffy's pizza scandal that they're putting human meat on their pizzas?
No, we only do that for you.
Inferno Jedi, I think
John,
you
did
two might
he
be on
did
the
he
look into
join
these
you?
pizzas. Yeah.
Oh, you like that sausage, don't you, brother?
But yeah, we also have one. Le-
No, it's not
well,
human flesh. It's pig
it's
meat.
blood of the enemies. And
It's blood of the
Sniper,
enemies. Pig meat.
I charge Sniper anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000. But
Bearing in mind,
we
we're providing all the meat, the pineapples, and the blood.
so you
Oh,
can
it's a
have a
really
free
good
sample.
pizza.
You can have a free sample. Like
It is a
okay,
really good
for
pizza.
example, like Oceana. When we took Oceana, I had a major order for Oceana. When we took that, literally all the workers for the E711, anybody that's working on those plants gets free pizza any lunch break throughout it 24/7. Anytime that they're working, if they're on the clock and then they go on lunch, they get free pizza. I have a major operation there on Oceana.
But yeah, Jedi Slayer, if you want to try our pizzas, they're really good. You
Does
can almost
anybody
taste the
here
fear in them.
does anybody here know exactly what Hezrog said to Burden? Because I wasn't exactly given the full details. Apparently it scared Burden for whatever reason.
Yes,
No.
because we basically outright declared that if they didn't resolve this, it was going to be a 6 or 7 faction war on their small little faction.
They're not small. They have like they have like 200 and something members.
Yes, but between all of us, we still outnumber them.
Yeah, with all my allies, like I said, I'm allied with the cheese divers and a
Basically,
bunch
he
of
would be
other
calling in
shit.
his allies. I'd be calling in my allies. You lot would be calling in all your allies. They wouldn't be standing a chance against us.
I thought they had a lot of allies.
No, they've got a bunch. Just
Like my highest
My
one.
biggest ally, I think, is the 116th.
my biggest ally is the wolf divers.
Hey, wait, what
Well,
about us? That's
technically, the
fucked up.
other
You didn't
biggest,
say us.
technically, my biggest faction would be the GOL.
I'm allied. I'm allied with 3 factions that have over 1,000 members.
But yeah, to put this in perspective for you, it would be about, I think it's like 180, 250 going against over 3,000 people.
Well,
Holy
more than that, because I have over 3 factions with over 1,000.
Plus, I've got
My
the Wolf
highest, my
Divers and the
highest,
GOL,
my highest one
which
has
are over 1,000
1,900.
each.
So this war would have rocked the entire SES community.
Yes.
Damn.
Basically, to put in perspective, it would be neutrals, loyalists, and dissidents all going up against them, all under the same
See, I didn't
banner.
even think the 808th was even gonna acknowledge me. I thought they're gonna be like, oh, they're a small faction. What the fuck do we care?
Nah, bro,
That
that's not
was
how this.
basically their attitude initially.
No, that
Oh,
was
really?
the. No, that was the just regular people that faction. Just nobody, not nobody's in the faction, but just regular members of the faction.
Does anybody got
Because
a
to put this in
screenshot of these?
perspective,
'Cause-
when me, Hezrog, and Ivy went in, I was fully prepared to just go in guns blazing.
where did you guys post all this? In the general chat? Where?
Yeah, in their
In
general
their
chat.
general.
Oh my god, I'm looking at you guys right now.
Yeah, we
About to see
went.
how crazy you motherfuckers were. Hold on.
I went to their
You,
Helldivers one and I said, "Take me to your leader." That was the first thing I
yeah,
said.
you don't fuck with. Yeah, the thing is, you do not fuck with ghosts from the past.
And
Thing
that's
is,
why. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
so the thing is, with my faction, we're 12 to. I think we're like either 12 to 16 strong. But we're the people you send in when you want to keep your name off the record. Well, no. Basically, if you want to go against a faction, but you don't want to put your name on the label of doing the work, you just turn around to us and say, we want to go to war with this faction, but we don't want our names on it. We then become your mercenaries, go across and fight them, and then give the bodies to Ivy to then drain to make our pizzas.
What about pizzas?
Okay, wait. Where did you guys start insulting them? Because I'm
He
trying to
did
look at
start
this.
his own. He did start his own pizza thing, and it started a war with us.
Yeah, basically, we got so
our
pissed off
war.
with him over. He got
Our
so
war
pissed off
literally
with
started
us.
today.
Literally, what had happened is he tried trademarking the word rag diving, which my people, we're just known for
No,
basically blowing
ragdoll.
ourselves. Oh
Ragdoll.
yeah, ragdolling. He tried trademarking it, so my people on Asbroth decided to just go shoot up his pizza shop, and then took it over and sold it to a faction that we built called the Sausage Divers, just to make our own pizzas. And then since then, I then had to go into deep space for months trying to find a cure for the planet, and his people basically just came along and defended it from the Illuminate so that we could keep it safe. That's why we still allow him to sell our pizza instead of just building it ourselves.
Not y'all's pizza. It's my pizza.
No, that's our patent.
You don't have a
Damn,
patent for pizza.
you're hurting
I have all the trademarks for pizza.
all this shit.
Yeah, but you don't have the trademark for putting blood on the pizza. We invented the idea. That belongs to us. Why do you think we call ourselves warmongers?
You can't call
Think of
it
the dead
pizza though.
corpse
I
of
literally
Christ,
have.
just complete psychopaths.
You can call it blood bread, but you can't call it pizza. I literally trademarked the word pizza. I never said I didn't. We literally just ended our war today. Like
And
today was.
technically, blood of the enemy's pizza.
Good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Send it to me. Send it to me. I need it.
Send that to me, to be fair.
Yes, I
Sean, you
need
seem
that.
like the reasonable one in this whole thing when you guys are blowing them up.
Wait, who sounds like the reasonable one? How was I not reasonable?
I don't see you in here, brother. I'm trying to find your logo.
Oh, you're talking about when they was I was board call.
Yeah, because it seems like you
Yeah.
guys were texting them in general chat.
Yeah, I was on the call and stuff.
What do you think I said? They are the loose cannons. Even though I'm probably the hot-headed loose cannon here.
Yeah, he's the loose cannon.
I hear Inferno's giving you all the evidence now.
We just hurry up and pick someone to go to war with.
Well, how about this? How about this? Are you gonna disband the sausage divers?
No, because you said they can sell calzones.
Yes, but are they gonna sell calzones under the Laffy's name?
No, they're going to keep the sausage diver name, but they'll become your sub-faction.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If they become my sub faction, then they're gonna be a franchise of Laffy's.
They're going to
And if they
become a Laffy's. Do you want me to blow up another Laffy's?
listen, if you
I've
blow up
done it
another
once. I will
Laffy's,
do it again.
listen, I could have just know if I wanted to, I could have took your planet while you was gone and built I would have built Laffy's on every corner, and there was no one there to stop me, but I didn't.
Need
I
I
didn't.
remind you how
Out of
many
out
nukes?
of
Need
respect
I
for our
remind you
friendship,
how many 500 kgs the Steel Lords have?
I would have put them there everywhere just so you had to 500k each one, and you would have destroyed partials of your land.
Oh, I think you forget the. I don't think you realize what the whole point of having the Steel Lords as one of my allies is. If I don't want to see a mountain, that mountain doesn't exist.
Listen, the
We
Steel
would
Lords.
happily bomb our
I
own planet
I
just to
have
get rid of your pizza shops.
I was literally in contact with the Steel Lords, and I told them I am not going to engage on any of this because he is not nowhere to be
Okay, I
found.
see you, Rag Diver, now. I see you on here.
I'm not
Because
going
he
to
did his
engage.
manipulator.
So, like I said, if I wanted to, I could have because he was also AFK for a while. Like I said, your planet was completely unprotected. I stepped in and did my part.
Yes. And I will
Now,
still happily drop some 500 kgs.
so my point is if you're gonna if you're gonna if you're gonna
Oh,
get
I've got over millions in supply. Like I can
if
literally just drop them for the sake of dropping them.
and
You'd have to ask the Steel Lords, not me, but potentially yes.
rent
Now, if you want to talk if you want to talk war crimes, how about we talk about our planet killer missiles,
listen,
which we
Ren
have you,
hold
which
up. Didn't Ren say he didn't care if I had the sausage divers?
yes, but
So
it's
why do
still
you
got to
care?
keep its
Why
name.
Yes, we'll call them the sausage divers, but they are going to be a franchise
No, you're
building.
not
That
going to
means
franchise
do
them. They will
no,
become a sister company.
yes, but so would you
Two
rather
very
me
different
have
things.
hold up. This is what I'm trying to get through to you. Would you rather have it a sister company? Because if you're giving them to me, then I'm gonna own them. They're gonna be under the Laffy's Corporation. Okay. Now, if I franchise them, that means that your people can buy it and own it as a franchise, sort of like how McDonald's can be a franchise and fucking Burger King and well, yes. If he gives it to me though and it's a sister company, he's not going to receive any of the profit. I will receive all the profit. I'm trying to make him a deal where he still makes credits off of it or war bonds or whatever he needs off.
We don't make any money off of it.
That's why I'm saying I can make it to where you can. I can franchise it out. I can take the
Those in
sausage
favor of
divers.
just 500 kging every Laffy's pizza and putting the sausage divers in power, say aye.
Didn't we just go through? Listen, hold up. So,
Do
first
you
off,
really
aren't you
mess with allies?
this is what I'm doing? Are we gonna have? He doesn't hate Laffy's Pizza. That's the problem. He just doesn't like the. He because this is listen. I've known Sniper doesn't like to admit defeat, and I'm trying to. I'm not even trying to have him admit defeat. I'm trying to do a compromise. I helped you out. That's why I'm. That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to. Well, what else is it? Either he keeps the sausage divers going. He keeps the sausage diver going, and then they have no choice. We've already came to the agreement that they. But we've already established that okay, they can only sell calzones based off our treaty. They can only sell calzones. I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't operate in his sector, which I even with him being gone, I never operated in his sector except for in defense. And when his planet was under attack.
Wait, what if the flame breathers make a pizza called flaming pizzas?
Well, then you're gonna have to go to war with me.
I'm sorry, if you're gonna go to war with any one
This
of
is
my
kind of
allies,
the whole.
Ivy, you've seen
They're
what
not your
happens
ally.
if
They're
you...
my. First off, these are my
real
allies. The
quick,
anointed. The anointed.
Inferno, real quick. Do you want to make an emergency wartime treaty that should Ivy and the Right Divers go to war with you, you will have full assistance of Ghost from the Past and all of its allies?
So hold up. I already made an alliance with the anointed. I've already made an alliance with the
Jedi Slayer,
anointed.
how about you? Would you like that emergency alliance that should Ivy try to...
So why
Sorry,
listen, none of y'all are hold up. But none of you are a
by the
food
way,
faction.
the sausage divers are free pizzas. You don't have to pay for our pizzas.
You can't sell pizza. It's literally you literally
Ever.
Okay,
can't
hold on.
sell pizza.
Hold on. Everyone wait real quick, because Sean was saying something about alliance or something like that. What were you saying, Sean?
I said... Basically, should the rag divers try to invade or attack you for setting up your own pizzas, we will come to your emergency aid in times of war to help completely destroy the rag divers with our equipment, along with our allies, to protect your pizza shops. Also,
But hold up.
Also, with this alliance, the Sausage Divers Pizza Co. will also give you free pizzas permanently for life.
You can't hold up. Okay, first off, let's get to brass tacks.
I mean, if it's over cheese and pepperoni, I mean, that'd be a good reason to go to war.
No, literally any pizza you want, they make for free for life. We don't charge for our shit.
But your pizza has the blood of your enemies, doesn't it?
No, we can make any type of pizza you want.
But you can't.
Oh. Oh,
First off,
What stamp
we
are you
can have
listen.
it
making?
done in 5 seconds.
No,
We can get that done in 5 seconds for you.
Sniper, listen. Literally, our whole thing is you can't sell pizza. First off. Second off, I have trademarked all the pizza. Third off, we just ended. Hold up. We just ended our war today, and you want to start a whole nother war. None of you guys are food factions. I'm the only food faction. I'm the only food faction in the conversation, and you guys want to just overstep my entire. You guys want to overstep my entire faction.
No, I've just offered them a
Why?
defense that should they have decide that they want their own pizza shops on their planet, we will defend them.
And he does have a donut on his logo.
I mean, I don't care. I don't care if
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys
here.
make donuts. No.
Not particularly, but to be fair, we do a lot of talking up in there. So
Basically, all I've said, Ivy, is should you go to war with them, I'll give them emergency protection from you.
Listen, I'm only going to war with people that are trying to overstep my pizza franchise, my pizza empire.
Yeah,
in
and
my
you said
opinion,
if
that's
they
quite
tried to start their own
understandable.
pizza.
Huh? My bad. What? But here's the
But
thing.
yeah,
Why would you guys want to overstep Laffy's Liberty Pizza? We've already discussed the whole price situation, why it's so expensive, why it's well, yeah, that's the
stop.
well, this is Super Earth. This isn't USA. This is Super Earth.
Pretty
Look up
much most
Super. Okay,
countries.
what about Super Earth? Super Earth allows monopolies. No, no. So
Oh, did you want that slide? Did you want that? Did you want that taster?
don't
Good
you only
sir.
have one employee, Sniper?
Oh, I've made it personally.
Yes, but we're talking about Super Earth. We're not talking about the
Super
USA.
Earth
We're not
is made
talking about.
up of all the countries, and if that many countries have it, I assume it probably get in there somewhere.
So you're telling me, okay, what about
Yeah, and
so what about the
oh, and
Froyo
Jedi
company?
Slayer.
What about the
Jedi
Froyo
Slayer.
company?
Here is your
You mean that Freedom
taster.
Froyo?
Yeah, what about them?
Here is your taster.
You see, you get.
By
Made
the
from
way,
Azeroth personally.
quick question. You said you had all the pizza
So
types, right?
yeah, hold up. So sniper. You just went against our treaty. You just went against our treaty and made pizza.
No, I gave him the pizza that you were told him you would make. You failed to meet your service quota I provided. There is a difference.
No. You made a pizza when our whole stick was you weren't gonna make pizza.
Better yet, Jedi Slayer, how about you come to Azeroth for a second? And you can come and pick you up in person.
Well,
Captain Clark, what do you think of the emergency alliance?
So Sniper. It sounds like Sniper. It sounds like you still want to be at war, which is crazy because I've introduced you. I introduced you to
Hey,
the
I'm just
Anointed,
making
and
I am
we
just making emergency defense programs against your monopoly.
but you
Should you
just
try
did
to attack these
it.
guys?
But you just did an act of war. You
No.
personally just did an act of war. No, I'm I'm under super Earth protection. I have all check go to my server, check all my patents, all my things, all my stuff is approved and stamped
Plus,
by Super Earth.
plus,
Approved and
plus
stamped
Ivy.
by Super Earth.
Plus, Ivy, it clearly states in our treaty that as long as it stays in the Akira sector, we're allowed to produce whatever pizza we like.
Yes, but we literally just had this conversation, and we had this
Whoever said
conversation before that you weren't
yes,
going to
and we
make
never
pizza
specified what
calzone,
airspace we're in.
but you were going to make calzones.
Yes, outside of the Akira sector, and since you cannot sell in the Akira sector, we can sell pizza in the Akira sector. So, Jedi Slayer, how about you come to
But
Asporoth in the
but
Akira sector real quick for your pizza? It's
but
sitting
then
there waiting for you.
but then today you said you was going to give me the sausage divers, and I said they were only going to make.
Hey, the deal's still not in place yet. We
But
are
how are
currently in
you?
the negotiations phase.
But
And
you're
until the
making
negotiations are signed,
you're making the negotiation phase. You're going backwards. You're moving backwards on it. That's what I'm going to say.
anybody want to explain how the negotiation phase of democracy works?
It works with blood and bullets.
And we already went through all that.
More.
So, Jedi Slayer, how about you come to the Akira sector real quick whilst I haven't signed any treaties or deals to hand over Asporoth Prime. Asporoth.
This is.
What'd you say?
Let's just put this in perspective. Let's just put this in perspective. I help you. Right? Okay.
We're
I
going to
help
help
you.
you take the planet you want. That's a fair
But
trade.
no. I helped you. I helped you. I'm helping you. I've helped you in the past. I've helped you multiple times. And then I say, okay, let's do this, this, and this. And then you say, oh, okay, yeah, we'll do this, this, this. But then you turn around and go, oh, I'm going to do this. So,
No.
Reminds me of
I
my
am
yes.
mom's
willing to
basic
sell
argument.
you. I am willing to give you the sausage divers. However, I want fair trade for my sector. And as it currently stands, clearly you are not offering fair trade. You are offering a monopoly.
Hold up. You've been new since the beginning. I
How?
was a monopoly. You've been new. Go to my server and check all my trademarks. That's all you got to do.
If anything, why don't I do this instead? Inferno, how would you like to buy the sausage divers off me?
And then our war is gonna keep going. And after I literally
no.
protected your planet.
Well, no. It wouldn't be keep going because I would have no ownership of the sausage divers at this point.
Okay,
You would be passing the war on to Inferno.
But here's the yes, and then I would have to go to war with them. But
Which then
I would still
our
be.
emergency defense alliance comes into play, which means
I
I'm
would
back into the war.
No, I would still be at war. I would still be at war in faction because I provided aid. I sat there, like I said.
I wonder what faction's going to be more caring about owning the sausage divers and is going to be more willing to be lenient on the trade deal for
It
us.
sounds like Jedi wants to challenge the rag pizza, so I guess sell it to him.
Jedi Slayer, how much would you buy the sausage divers for? Just so you can. Hey, we'll offer. Hey,
We're a
we'll sell it for
non-profit.
cheap. We'll sell it for cheap. We'll sell it for cheap. We'll sell it for cheap. 5 super credits. We'll sell it to you for 5 super credits.
So if you
He just said he'd
sell,
sell it to you for 5 super credits.
yeah, but hold up, Sniper. If you sell them after agreeing to give them to me, which you've already agreed to give them to me, if you sell them, first off, me and you will still be at war because that was part of the peace. That was the peace treaty that was going on. Yeah, I know he doesn't care.
Did I remind you of the stockpile of 500 kgs we have, and the fact that you want a planet, and I could easily glass cannon said planet?
Do I need to remind you that your planet is covered by the Illuminate? What? What's up? What's up? Who?
Oh,
Who else?
he just got called out.
What? What?
Big
What do you
Pharma
mean?
going after the mom and pop stores yet again.
Yeah, he's literally gonna have to go around the entire galaxy just glass canning every.
What? Hold up. What? Who?
There's a bunch of motherfucking pizza shops.
On what? In Super Earth? What did you look it up on? I don't believe you. I think you're trolling. What part of we were blown up and bottom don't you guys understand?
And what part of what point of huge military missile stockpile doesn't sink in?
Who is Captain Clunk?
That's
I
me.
think
That's okay. My bad.
Plus, I've got now 2 emergency defense alliances. So by declaring war on one of us 3, and not just that, the Ghosts of Azeroth have the GOL on their side. They would have the Wolf Divers on their side.
First off, the GOL, I have the GOL my thing. We have already talked to him. He doesn't want to go to war with anybody. We've literally had this. We've literally.
Is there literally no factions that
the
want to go to
anointed.
war with each other?
The
That's what I
anointed.
mean. It's
The
annoying.
anointed is one of my allies. I'm pretty sure. But
And
you're
I've
getting
just offered
shit
him free
pizza.
pizza.
And the pizza that he's making is my pizza, and he's supposed to be giving me back
Jedi
my
Slayer.
pizza.
Jedi Slayer. How good was that pizza? Thank you. Stop trying to steal patents that don't actually belong to the rag divers and belongs to ghosts from the past.
How can you make a pizza if I already have a patent on pizza? How can you patent a different pizza? Okay, you lost me on that one. I know how to make pizza. That's why I'm saying you lost me. I'm like, I know how to make pizza. What are you talking about? That's my whole thing. None of you guys are a pizza faction. I'm a pizza faction. No, I was following what you're saying. I'm saying, what does that have to do with, well, like, I'm the pizza faction. Yes, I know how to make pizza.
Plus, at least our pizza's not 3D printed cardboard.
My pizza's not 3D printed cardboard neither.
Speaking
You
of having
literally.
all, speaking of pizza, does y'all say y'all have all the pizza? Does that include pizza with super uranium?
Listen, we
Random
can get
question.
any pizza that anybody
You want
wants.
uranium pizzas?
Any,
Think of it being done. I can get to my boys. I can speak to the Steel Lords. We'll start making them.
bro, the
We
Steel
will
Lords
invent
have
pizzas
already.
we will invent the pizzas that the rag divers haven't even thought of yet.
But you can't call it pizza. If I have a trademark saying
Okay,
I own all,
we will just call it sauce with toppings on top on a
yeah,
base.
listen, you can call it whatever. You can't call it pizza. I tried to give you an out, Sniper. I tried to give you an out. We already had
Fine,
an
we're just gonna
agreement.
call it. No, do you know what we're gonna call this? Bread with sauce on top, with cheese on top, with extra
I said
toppings.
that.
There,
I said
it's
that.
not pizza now. So now I can sell the sausage divers without you being able to do anything about it.
I have. Hold up. I have a trademark. I have a
Saucy
trademark,
bread.
bro. This is what I'm saying. You got to go to my trademarks. Sniper knows my trademarks. He saw all my trademarks. I told him he
Yeah,
could make fucking
exactly.
calzones. That was our whole thing. This is why we went to
But
fucking
now
war
he
in the
wants me
first
to
place.
sell that to him. But now he wants me to sell that to him.
No, you said you was going to give it to
You got
me.
1,000. Oh, that's cool.
You said you was going to give it to me. You said I have talked to Ren, and Ren said I can give you
Yeah,
the sausage divers.
Rin
Yeah,
said.
you said that you were going to. You said I'm going to talk to Ren to
I
see
said I'll think
if.
about it.
No, you said you
Well,
was going to give it. No,
it.
you said you was going to give it to me. That was what you said.
That's
We was
simple.
on voice call. We was literally in the game. We was literally in game on the voice call talking about it.
hold on,
You
I've
could
actually got the. I have the proof that I had messaged my second in command and the leader of the Steel Lords about this. I've got
yes.
the receipts. I will bring the receipts right here.
Ask Ren. Ask Ren. Say Ren. Well, you already asked him. You if you could give them to me, and you said yeah. He said that's fine.
Hold on. No, I'm bringing.
Yeah.
So we want me to bring the
Losing money
receipt.
not getting that. Can't
Okay,
afford to not take that deal, you know?
I'm going to put. Where would you like me to post these receipts in the
Put
65th so we can
it in
review
the
them?
general chat. Just put it in the general chat.
So here's.
But you don't have the voice, bro. We was on voice chat talking
I'm
about
doing
it.
this on my phone.
I'm just saying we was on voice chat whenever we was talking
So
about
there's
it.
the receipts of me messaging Rin. I kept my end of the bargain. I had messaged him. That was his response. However, the final stage still comes to me. So
So you didn't even ask. Hold up.
I got the receipts.
Not even just that. Hold up.
Sean.
When me and him were on chat, he
It's heading
didn't
to
even
them. It hasn't been
hold up.
handed over.
No, but here's the thing. That's not what you told me was said. When me and you were on chat, and I said, "Oh, you're gonna give it to me." You said, "Oh, it's Ren's people. This, that, the third. Let me text him and see if it's okay if I give it to him." You said, "Oh, okay." He texted me back. He said, "That's fine if I give it to you." That was what you told me, Sniper. Yeah, he said it's fine. Like, okay, Ren said it's fine if you give it to him. Like, okay, it's fine. I don't like you can give it to him.
Now listen to the wording
That's what.
No.
No.
Listen to
Don't.
the wording that he's just said, people. I said to him.
But
I
this
said
was
I
the
will
no.
speak to Ren.
This
I
was
said,
this is the conversation that was had. But but that's what I'm saying. With the conversation that was had, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna give you the sausage divers." Okay, I said, "Okay, well, we was talking about it." And he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to Ren about giving you the sausage divers." He text me back, and then we was on voice chat. And he said, "Oh, he texted me back. He said it's okay if I give them to you." So if it wasn't like if
again,
quotation marks if no, it's not quotation marks if
again,
if you
listen
it no, you're not
listen
listening.
to the wording. What did
You
you say?
listen
Rin
to the
said?
word, but listen to
It's
what
okay
you
if
said.
I give
No.
them to him.
Yeah, you said though. Oh, I'm gonna give you the sausage divers. Let me talk to Ren about it first. You said I'm going to. You said I'm going to give you the sausage diver. But how could? Yeah, and after he spoke with them, and me and him were sitting there playing the game. He said, "Okay, yeah, pretty much, yeah, I can give you the sausage divers." Ren said it's fine. No, we were on voice call. We were on the game playing the game together. I mean, I think no, because he didn't join up yet, did he? Did
No.
He didn't
And
join
that
up
was
when we was having
exactly
that
when
conversation.
I told Rin to join, which is when he said he was with his wife.
No, I'm not talking about Ren. I'm talking about the
Sean.
leader of the Anointed. Was he on there when we was having this conversation?
Nope.
No.
But basically, as
Okay,
it stands,
how about this? How about the rag divers can sell pizza in the west side of the quadrant, and the sausage divers can sell pizza in the east side of the quadrant.
They can't sell fucking pizza.
The
That's
fuck should I
literally
guess? I'm 31 years old.
that was literally why me and
It said you're over 18.
wait.
literally, I was thinking that. I'd have said 15. I'd have been a bit more reasonable and said 15.
Wait, what? Who's
Yeah, combat will do that to you. When you have a grenade that goes off near your throat, it's a different story.
That's just what we call an explosive shit at that point. That's why it'd be explosive.
All right, I'll get started working on that then. Oh
So,
man.
Sniper, you're not. So, Sniper, you're not gonna give me the
I'm gonna
sausage diver.
delegate that to Goober.
Are you going to allow them to sell pizza in the sector that they specifically own?
If you're giving them to me, and I'd make them a sister company or a franchise, yes, they can sell. They could sell pizza in all the sectors. What? What are you not
Well,
understanding about that?
are their prices going to stay fair to what we've set them to?
What do you not know how a franchise works?
Their prices were set to be reasonable.
Okay, but I'm telling you, if I franchise it out, whoever the owner of the franchise is can put the price at whatever they want. It's a franchise. They can put the price at whatever they want. I'm just going to take my cut out of whatever it is they're making. If I own them as a sister company, I will set prices for each location because they're not going to be mobile the way the rag divers are. They will have stationary locations. I will set prices for each one, and I will make all the profit.
Now, Jedi Slayer, if I was to sell the sausage divers to you, how fair would the prices be? Now, the rules of a franchise says that the owner sets the prices. I know a way around this. Jedi Slayer, I'm going to message you something. I want to see if my theory would hold up here if I make the deal that I'm about to make.
Yep.
If you're gonna try to make the pizzas free, if you're gonna Sniper, if you're gonna try to make the pizzas free and buy one of the franchises off of me and make the pizza free, that is allowed. Like, I hope you know that's allowed and that's fine. You just won't be able to buy any more franchises. You'll only be able to buy the one franchise,
What
and you'll
about
have.
that, Jedi Slayer? Think about it. Yeah. Do you see where I'm
No,
going with this now?
you're not gonna be able to.
Ivy, you can have the franchise.
Dawn.
It's
But here's
officially yours. However, the prices are set to minus 600 super credits.
you can't set a price for minus. You can't pay people to buy the stuff. That's not how But I don't have to sell. Okay, if you're giving, I don't have to sell him a franchise though. I don't have to sell him a franchise. But so what do you? No, I said it. Okay, let's go back to if. I said if he was to buy a franchise. If. No, I said if
And
he
that's not
buys
the
a
way
franchise.
franchise works, because you clearly stated the franchise of the sausage divers would still stay in my hands, which means you would have no total
That's
say
not what
on
I
the
said.
sale.
No, that is no.
You would own the rights to the company.
If it is if
You would own the rights to the company.
you guys pulled the fucking if. What's the difference
Hey,
if I pull the
hey.
if?
Hey, Hey,
Who's
No,
if
I
of
had
all?
I had no choice. I had no choice but to listen to y'all's if.
To all those in favor of selling him the franchise and then marking the prices low, so then the money comes out of the rag divers, say aye. Aye.
Hold hold up. If I
Do
had
you
to listen to
realize
your if, why can't y'all listen to my if I had to listen to your if? How's that work?
because you never said if.
Yes, I did.
You said you sell it to me and then I will sell you.
Now you're putting words in my mouth because that's not what was said neither.
Or maybe Jedi Slayer's actually been recording this whole thing and we have the receipts.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, no. Well, no, the point was at 2 hours 30 minutes exactly.
Here's
It was
okay.
at 2 hours 30 minutes exactly. Plus, as you said, Ivy, we would still technically own the rights and the prices of it. So therefore, we'll just mark the price down so low that the money actually has to come out of Laffy's Pizza.
That's not if it's a franchise, it wouldn't come out of Laffy's Pizza. It would come out of the what do you, bro? You're just trying to make shit up in your favor. That's what I'm saying, bro. You
No,
don't like
this
to
is how
admit defeat.
McDonald's
No,
works.
sniper. No, sniper. You're really just trying to put shit in your favor.
No, this is how
Instead,
McDonald's
no,
works.
sniper. I'm being serious with you, bro. You're really just trying to put shit in your favor instead of just being cordial and trying to make shit fair for everybody, which I've been doing this whole time with you. Have I not? My point is, though, is that's what I've been doing this whole time with comment, whatever you want to call it, however you want to call it. The
We
point
got
is
ourselves a Kim Jong Un here.
I've tried to make it okay. You complained about the price. I said, okay, this is what we can do about the price. You complained about this. I said, okay, this is what we can do about that. I broke everything down. That's what I'm saying. So this whole
However,
time I've
we're
done
trying
that.
to hold the
No.
point
I
that
have
you're trying to
literally
sell pizza in a sector that we've already warned you if you try entering, will be
that
bombed.
I've also defended it. I've also defended. I, yeah, and I've also defended that sector while you was had taken a leave of absence to do your planet, and then I said I would aid you in removing all your people off the planet so that you could remove a thing there. Like I said, I've been cordial the entire time, and then you keep trying to manipulate stuff into your favor to try to finesse me and try to get this out of that. Like I said, which to me, it's kind of not cool. So
I will see you all later.
all right.
Bye.
So, and I get
See, we're trying to talk
all jokes,
business.
fun. No. All jokes, side, fun and game, this and that, third, whatever. Like I said, I've
We're trying
been
to make
very
sure Aspro stays fair on the pricing.
okay, but you're talking about putting it in negative and doing this and doing that and trying to screw me over. That's what I'm saying. You're not.
Well, when your
You're
prices are through the roof,
and yeah. Whether yeah. So I mean that part's out the window. Regardless of whether that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? My point is if you're gonna give me the sausage divers for defending your home, if we're gonna end the war and end the conflict and this and that, and I'm gonna franchise it and let you own a piece of the franchise and let you have a franchise on your planet and then spread that franchise. What's up? True. I mean that's. I mean, I'm
That
fine
works.
with that too. Yeah, I'm fine with that too. I didn't really consider that at all, but I'm fine with that as well. Like I said, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I just know, like I said, with the whole pricing and everything, I've tried to be fair. I've tried to negotiate and this and that, and then I know
I
you're
mean,
just playing.
charging is not really
My
fair
bad.
to people, is it?
Your thing broke up. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Charging 10 for a pizza is not really.
Yeah, you're breaking out a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It's breaking up a lot. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
But charging 10,000 super credits for a pizza is not really fair, though, is it?
No,
See, the argument I'm trying to make is we're providing the ingredients for our own pizza anyway. He's providing a service. We should be paying less.
and you.
No, we provide the blood, the meat. Well, no, we provide the meat, the blood, the cheese. We
How,
provide the
bro?
ingredients for our
You don't.
pizzas.
No,
Whether they
you
use it or not,
sniper. You can't provide the meat, the cheese, and everything else when we literally have all of that.
I think it's more we're fighting over the sector than anything.
I don't care about your sector, sniper. I defended your sector while you. Ren was gone. Everybody was gone. Could have took your sector.
See, to put this in perspective, Jedi Slayer, this stemmed from the fact that he had threatened to attack Astaroth whilst having a shop on Astaroth.
Because you threatened
Hence
to
why
blow
we
it
had
up.
then. Hence why. And the only reason we had threatened to blow it up was because we had tried to trademark the word ragdolling because
No,
we constantly blew
that was
ourselves up and sent
handled.
ourselves ragdolling.
The ragdolling thing. Our original name was the Ragdolls. First off, that's why it was trademarked. Our original name before the Ragdivers was the Ragdolls. The whole shit's. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The conflict happened. Sniper. That I'm fine with the disbanding of the sausage divers, and then we can officially end the war between me and Sniper. That
It's only got one person. That's what he's fighting over is one person, which I told him this.
I'm fighting over the fact that you try to undermine. We're a pizza faction. We are a food faction. We
We
do
build
food
this
stuff.
in a time of
You
war. As far as I'm
you
concerned, this
no
company is
my
allowed to
my
exist.
my whole thing is the undermining of my faction. It's like if I was to start a warmongering faction within my faction to undermine your warmongering faction. That is the issue. It's you trying to undermine what I'm building and what I'm doing with my lore and my faction and my stuff like that. That's the issue.
Our response is times of war. We can do what we need to do to keep our food, our sources and economy stable.
But y'all have other sources of food. That's what I'm saying. You guys have it. It wasn't. But here's my thing. It literally the war stemmed all from misunderstanding and other stuff like that. This, that, the third, whatever. Like that's like me going and trying to undermine the cheese. Let's say the cheese divers was a smaller faction. Let's just say they was a smaller faction because that's the only other food diver that I can think of. And I try to undermine them and try to kind of push them to the side, all because I had a conflict with them. When I'm a completely different faction, I do completely different things. I have nothing to do with. None of my lore has to do with food. None of it. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point. Like if you're that's why I have an issue when I yeah, but
Also, can I point out
hold up.
another? Also,
I'm
Jedi,
talking
can I point out another thing in this? The Sausage Divers was a sub faction, meaning technically they fell under the umbrella of Ghosts from the Past, meaning technically the
it's
only people
still
that would have known of their existence would have been people that we specifically had told.
it's still the same thing. That's like
That's
okay,
not
if
undermining
no
technically,
no
because
no,
technically they're another department to us. Technically,
it's
once
still
on the front
no,
lines,
it
they
is
serve
still
under our name.
Sniper. It's still undermining what that's like if the Anointed, which they're not really a faction. I'm just for lack of better everybody knowing. Yeah, yeah, I'm just saying for lack of better people that we all know. So the Anointed, that's like the Anointed, like, oh, I'm gonna start a pizzeria. Like, okay, you know that I do pizza shit. Like, why would you start a pizzeria? Like, out of lore, just person to person, like, you're kind of just like you're stepping on my toes. You're kind of being a dick at like, yeah, like this is my lore. This is what I do. This is my thing. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing. I'm the comedy
Then that
pizza
becomes
guy.
the whole idea of trademarking and no,
No,
no.
during.
They were
It was
started
literally
during times of war.
it was literally made to take shots at me. but here's the thing. It wasn't done. No, but that's the thing. It wasn't done. It was
Also, the
done.
whole point of undermining would require it to be its own faction. By that logic,
Sniper.
no
It
faction
wasn't
should
done.
technically be
No,
able to
no, it's
exist.
not. No, that's not how the fuck that works, Sniper. Listen, you Sniper. We both know why you did it to get at me. It wasn't because of your lore, Sniper. You literally did it to get at me. You
Does it
did it to
matter?
throw. Yes, it matters because, bro. That, like I said, it's a. He literally he he
Jedi Sir,
literally
can I
just
point
said it.
this out a second? By his own Jedi Sir, technically by his own logic, no faction could actually exist. Other than
How,
one.
Sniper? How the anointed? If the
Let's put it like
anointed,
this.
no, Sniper. If the anointed goes, yeah,
Well, let's put it like
okay,
this.
no,
My
no, no, no,
faction was
no,
the first faction to start the idea of being chaotically neutral or neutrally good. By that his own logic, there could be no other faction that
no.
is allowed to be on the
That's
middle
not what I'm
ground where they
saying.
don't
No,
bother being
no,
linked to
no.
either
That's
side of
not
the
what I'm
war.
saying. If the anointed goes to another faction and says, "Hey, we are a whole this, that, the third, da da da," and their faction is, "Hey, we are a war faction and we like to blow shit up and we're techno pirates," and then they conversate this, that, and then but I'm just saying, say they get into it, the anointed get into it with this faction, and then that faction goes, "Oh, now we're a cult, we have a sub cult in us," this and that. That's undermining what they're doing. They did it to undermine what they were doing. That is literally what I'm saying. I'm just
See, this is my
it
point. Where does an idea then become trademarked?
it's yeah, I'm making an example of what.
You asked for where it stems from.
That's not the point. Yes,
Which
that's
is
not the
exactly what I
point.
said.
That's not my point. My point is
Hence why we made a sub faction where outside of it it has to go under our name. This is the problem of this is well no, my
that
argument Jedi, my argument stems from the idea that you cannot trademark an idea because if you trademark an idea then nobody else can have that idea. It's one of the reasons why in the world we have
that's not what
laws
I
exist
do,
that
Sniper.
literally
That's
stops
literally not
trademarking
what
an
I
idea.
do. You just like to. Go ahead. Yeah, that's not what. That's the thing. He always makes that argument. That's not what I'm doing. My point is I'm a pizza faction. My whole thing is going around delivering pizza to everybody, helping other factions and stuff like that. it's my faction. The pizza rag divers is my faction. That's like somebody going and making another cheese divers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just and being allied with the cheese divers, being friends with the cheese divers for a long time. It's kind of a dick move. Like
One person strong. One person, and even then they're a sub-faction that the only way you'd know about them is if we advertised them. Correct.
who, me?
Around 16. And that's active Helldivers, not including civilians.
So so what I was saying when I said about the cheese divers, I meant more like if you're the one of the friends, one of a close friends with the leader of the cheese divers, and you have a whole different faction where you do whole different stuff, but you get into it with the leader of the cheese divers, and then you go make your own cheese divers and just rebrand it and call it something else out of spite of you getting into it with that person. To me, that's like okay, it's funny. It was funny at first. Okay, we ended the war. Okay, either give them to me or like you said, disband them and let's just leave all that stuff in the past. Okay, this that. But then you keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Oh, I'm gonna undermine you here. Oh, I'm gonna charge you this here. Oh, I'm gonna do this here. It's like, bro, that's like what the fuck? Like, come on now.
Okay, we had specified that after Ivy and the Ragdivers had threatened to use it as a war hub on our planet, we had decided to shoot the place up, taking out any Ragdiver in the building. We had then repurposed that building into our own pizza shop for our people. Oh, it's about the same.
Yeah, at first, but when the war first happened, we was yelling at each other, and we've been very civil pretty much ever since we've got back in contact with each other. And then, yeah, until now.
Can I also point out that I have been away from Discord and the game since about, I want to say about June, July, August.
Yeah, he just came back after. Oh, it might have been a little bit after August, but he just came back after a long break, and
So
we were supposed
effectively,
to.
he's asking me to do a million things at once in
I'm
one
asking you
day.
to do one thing. No, I asked you to do one thing. All this other stuff. The war was supposed to end today. I asked him to do one thing today. All this other stuff popped up during our conversation to give me the sausage divers. But I like your idea better of just disbanding them and getting rid of them entirely.
Well, it's like I said to Ivy. I need to speak with my second in command because it was both me and his idea to produce it on our planet, on my planet, when there was no pizza shops. After we had done what we had done.
But he already told you he didn't care what you did with it. Or we could just go based off of now. Okay, we're not gonna franchise it because you're talking about putting stuff in the negative to get at me, which I don't know why. That's what's kind of ticking me off. I don't know why you keep trying to get at me. That's kind of why I'm getting so frustrated. So if you don't want to do that, okay, why can't we just disband it and it can literally be done and over with? And then okay, like we was like in Sniper's defense,
Because
we
it
was
was
all joking. We was all joking about the. My bad. I'm sorry. In Sniper's defense, we were all joking about make another pizza place and this and that. And I'm pretty sure you guys were all joking about that. But then when it got down to brass tacks, it kept going and going and going. And it's like, okay, now I'm being serious. And then it kept going and going and going. So that's where it kind of stemmed to that. I feel like at first we kind of all were just joking about it. But now, like, I'm being serious. Like, okay, we talked about this earlier. This was the whole reason me and Sniper even jumped on the game and everything to talk about it, you know? So, sorry. Go ahead, Sniper. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
well, it's as I said. If we're going to be extortionately charged, why would we give up something that we produced that's going to serve us for free? Why pay prices when we can get it for free? That's what the question then becomes.
We literally had this conversation about the prices, though, and we literally came to a conclusion about the prices. All that's already been decided and how it was going to be fixed.
Need I point? Need I point
During major
out?
orders, during major
Need
free.
I point out real quick? Those price changes were with everybody else, and
What do you
Ivy
are
specified himself in front of everybody. There was attacks on my people, charging more.
during the war? Yeah, but aren't we ending the war? Isn't that literally what this conversation is about? But but yes, because but 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 I did say for all my allies, this is this the
Also,
prices of this, and me and him were still at
we
war at the
don't
moment.
believe
So if we're
the
ending
right
in the
timer
war,
should control the pattern of the pizza.
why is it? But he Sniper. Why is it such a problem of me controlling the pattern of the fucking pizza when I'm the pizza faction? Why is that such a problem to you? Like, you don't have a problem with the fucking cheese divers controlling the cheese. Like, what is the problem with me? That's why I'm saying you're trying to undermine what I'm doing. Why are you so worried about? I understand that. It's the it's the principle behind it, though. It's the principle behind it. If you
Well, can
like I
we
said,
make the same argument? Why are you trying to undermine us by trying to steal an idea of
because
a pizza design that we created ourselves and came up with on the
bro,
spot?
I'm not trying to. I don't care about the fucking blood pizza, bro. What are you not understanding about this?
Nope.
We have a live stream talking about this. What are you talking about? We have a whole ass live stream where we're talking about the war and why we're at war and cheat and all of it and the whole pizza thing and everything. Who? Who on my YouTube? It's the Rag Divers on YouTube. It's the Rag Divers on YouTube. It's a very long ass video. So the point is, Sniper knows what was said. Sniper knows all the conversations we had. Bro, I don't understand why you if you wanna be out, I wanna be allied with you. Why do you have such a problem with what I do with my pizza faction? I don't have a problem with you do with Astaroth Prime. I don't
Because
have
if you want to,
you
I'll
you
put it
no no
like
no
this:
you
if you want
try
to control an idea,
bro, you're trying to have a whole fucking sector. I'm not mad that you have a fucking sector. Like, come on, bro. Um, let me go to my YouTube and check.
but yeah, Jedi. My argument is, if he wants to control the idea of having pizza, we don't care about that. What we care about is that he is now trying to take control of an idea of ours that we came
That
up
you
with
stole from
ourselves.
me.
It's
No,
the
you stole it from me. Come on now, Sniper. Don't do that.
So, are you stating that you came up with the idea of killing off another faction's players and then putting their blood on
No,
pizza? 'Cause if you're
no. I
trying to
came
claim
up
that
with
idea,
the.
then you are
I came up with the idea of a pizza faction. Okay. I came up with the idea of a pizza faction. It's called the. It's called the reveal. It's called the reveal. The, listen, I don't understand why. Like I
like.
said,
The point is
your faction does. Your faction does completely different things
Jedi.
than what my faction
The
does.
point that I'm trying to make here is the hypocrisy of it. Is we don't
Bro,
care
you're
about
the one with the. You're the
anybody
one that's doing
controlling
the
or monopolizing
hypocrisy.
an idea, but then the same person is then crying about stealing ideas while simultaneously trying to steal an idea.
What idea am I fucking stealing, Sniper? What idea am I stealing? The oldest faction to ever live, bro. Faction to ever live. I'm not trying to undermine you on that. Like, what do you like? I'm just saying, like, Sniper. You literally made the whole argument that you're the oldest people on the planet or the whole galaxy and stuff. I'm not like, oh yeah, I come from a planet over here that's twice as
Well,
old as you. I'm not doing that to
we
you.
haven't.
No, Sniper. I'm not doing that to you. Am I? Am I doing stuff like that to you? Yes or no? Why are you doing stuff like that to me? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm getting so frustrated because I'm not doing that kind of stuff to you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to liberate planets with you. I'm trying to have fun with you. And then you're doing stuff like that to me. Why? I'm just asking why, bro. Like that's literally all I'm trying to figure out is why you're doing that to me. Because I'm not doing that to you. Hello? Sniper?
Because let's put it like this: if your faction came out with the idea of, oh, let's go to war with other factions, which I'm probably guessing other Helldiver factions have already done.
What
It's
is
where the
that
idea of the
wasn't my
Chaos Divers
question.
stems
Sniper,
from.
that wasn't my
That's okay,
question.
but here's the point. The point I'm trying to make is, let's take a look at how factions and how things come and go. The idea of the car, the idea of Ford and all other cars. You start off with.
Are you gonna?
Okay. Sniper, I understand what I literally know exactly what you're about to say. I asked you a question though. My question was is you said you're the oldest people alien species on the whole galaxy, right? I'm not sitting there saying I'm not making a sub faction and say, "Oh, I found a species older than you and this and that." I'm not doing that to you. So why are you in the sense doing that to me? Why are you doing that to me? That's my question. Why are you doing that? Why why? What is your reasoning for doing that to me?
Because
If
he's
I'm
an
not
asshole.
doing that if I'm not doing that stuff to you, if I'm not doing that stuff to you, if I'm being cordial, hey, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm a pizza faction, this, that, the third. I'm not sitting there making a sub faction of an alien race of people that are humanoid that's been on a planet for this many years. I'm not doing none of that trying to copy or undermine what your faction does or any of that. Oh, I found a planet with a different race of these things that are controlling the planet. I'm not doing none of that, stealing none of that from you, doing none of that from you.
Here's
Why
the point.
are
You
you
could
doing?
literally
Why
do
are
that, and
you
I
doing?
wouldn't care.
But I'm asking you, why are you doing it to me? Okay, I do care. I do care that you're doing it to me. Whether you don't care if I do that, I do care that you're doing that. So, why are you doing it to me? That's my question. Why? That's all I want to know is why.
What did I walk into?
What's up? The reason why I'm fighting it so hard is because he's doing it out of spite. He's doing it out of trying to one up somebody. He's doing it out of, oh, I can do this, I can do that. That's why I'm fighting so hard for it, because I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, oh yeah, that's okay, that's fine. That's literally that's the whole issue with it. Well, we really both started it. It was a mutual agreement because of a IRL disagreement that we had due to rumors and stuff like that, which we that's the thing. If but that's the thing. If we've already established, like, okay, this is, if that's the case, okay, then fine. And that's why I said, okay, why are you doing this? He can literally answer it with, I'm doing it because of this, this, and this, and that'll give me my answer. Okay, why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? That's what, like, yeah, like why is it so hard to just disband it, leave it alone?
I've already nope. I've already stated, even in peace times with them, we cannot simply allow them back into near our sector simply because they have made the threat to our people, which is the initial reason we had decided to attack. They had already threatened to take militarization onto our planet with their pizza shop.
This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying, like, hey,
That's the reason why we
we
cannot allow them back, is to protect our own people. So we simply could not allow them back.
but we literally sat there and defended. This,
Coming into the sector, we've allowed them. However, we've stated to them
no,
they are not allowed to sell in our sector. That was a part of the original peace agreement we started talking with each other. So even if they could come in, they could not set up a pizza shop anyway.
yes, but then Dave, can you hear me? Hello? No, still going out. Nope.
No, it is cutting out on my side, to be fair.
The hell? Well, I All right? Can you guys hear me now? Working now? Let me try to. Well, like I said, I've made. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I made all my points. I'm not gonna arguing about it, bro. He knows what he's doing. He knows that, bro. This shit's ridiculous. Like, I'm not. If he doesn't want to disband him, if he wants to keep it going, if he wants to try to undermine what, that's on him. I'm not gonna. But here's the thing. Like, the whole reason the thing is kept going because just as divers goes, it's still breaking
So
up.
for us
Okay.
Jedi Slayer, the way we stand on it is we just want to protect our home. The where it comes down to me is the laws of Super Earth do not apply to the people of Astaroth because we simply do not come from there. We have our own sovereignty over our own planet because we're our own species. Therefore, the laws of our land dictate what happens on our planet. Almost like the rule of thumb of you don't go into somebody else's house when they've told you take your shoes off and you don't take your shoes off. But then, when if you said to that person in that their home, "Oh, well, now I'm going to shoot you," would you then allow
Bro,
that person to enter your home again?
Okay. Listen.
Yes, but I mean, would you then allow that person back into your home? Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my god. Sniper, listen. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's as simple as Sniper, are you going to disband Because at this point, I don't even. Are you just gonna disband the song?
That's the only part I heard.
That was pretty much it. That was pretty.
Well, see, now we get into the argument of that's what he wants from this, and he also gains re-access to our sector, but then
Nobody said re-access.
compromise is.
God.
Well, no, we're willing to literally. I've already said we can easily disband it 'cause it's one person. I've already stated we can, but we need to know what's in it for us.
What do you mean you don't? We end the war. The war is over. Simple. Instead of giving them to me, instead of getting.
Well, no, I'll put it like this: we thrive off of our war economy. Us actually leaving the war also ruins us.
Sniper, you wanted to end the. Oh my god. I'm tired. Okay, it's like
I'll
one
say it like
something in the
this,
morning.
Jedi.
You
Jedi, I'll say it
literally
like
came. No, you came to me to end the. You came to me to end the. We came together to end the. You were gonna give me the sausage diapers. Everything blew out of proportion. Okay, instead of giving me. Yes or no? I don't know if you guys could.
to me, compromise is give and take.
The give and take, bro. I defended you. There's your give. I've helped great planets. I've back in sector. There's your
And we've helped you
compromise.
liberate planets.
No, you haven't. No, you have not. You have not helped me liberate one planet. Name one planet that you liberated. Name one that's liberated. Name one. Yep.
We'll allow them into the sector. We just don't want them on Azeroth entirely. That planet is our home planet. We will not allow them on our home planet. On our planet, no. They can sell in our sector, but not our
That's
planet.
never been an issue. I don't even want to be near your point. What do you? If another faction makes a pizza faction of their own, out of their own volition, I don't care if they do that. But if that I know faction. All right. Hold up. I'll put it in chat. 1 second.
Like I'll say it like this, Jedi, the only thing we want out of this is our pan for our flavored pizza. That's the only thing we want. Yes. That is literally it.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. I switched to my phone. Literally, all I want, like I said, if this is my point. If a faction makes their own pizza faction and it has nothing to do with none of my allies or somebody that I'm supposed to be close friends with and did this and that with, and they make their own, I don't care. Okay, cool. You didn't. What What do you mean? I'm confused. Go ahead, re-say it. That that's. I mean, it, it's a little bit different because I mean I don't really know you guys like that, so it's not like irking to the sense. It would be, but the point is, it's pretty much the same thing as him doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit there and be as agitated about it because, like I said, bro, it's so easy. This is what's not. I Pe- Peace Pizza could literally. But this is what Sniper's not understanding. Peace could have literally already been done. If he didn't want to give me the sausage divers, okay, cool. We could have disbanded the sausage divers. We could disband the sausage divers. You get this amount for you make a price that you want for your blood pizza. Okay, cool. Peace treaty's done, over with, and I could be fucking laying in bed going to sleep. But Sniper has to sit there and try to one up every single little thing and bro, like I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and at this point, it's getting fucking irritating. Stop trying to one up every little thing and just let it be what it is, bro. I've helped you several times doing a lot of different things. If why is it such a big deal? Like I said, I'm not sitting here making a sub faction of an alien race that's 1,000 years older than your race. I'm not doing none of that out of spite of you or because of our war, because of this or because of that. I'm literally saying, okay, we did this. It was fun while it happened. Okay, at this point, just disband them, and let's get back on to making lore and making content together and doing this and doing that. But then he just has to keep going and going and going and going and going and going. Oh well this, oh well this, oh what else. Bro, I don't care about none of that. Bro, I don't care about your sector at all. If I didn't fuck with you, bro, I would have sat there and never went to any of the major orders or any of the times that that sector was being in any of it. I wouldn't have went to it. But bro, I fuck with you. So why do you keep just trying to go and go and go and trying to one up, one up, one up? Like that part is really fucking irritating. Yeah, it's 2:15 here, and I know Sniper's been up all night. He's tired too, and he's probably irritated too. But like, bro, it could have been done and over with. It's so simple. We can disband them. We can disband them.
Put it
You
like
can set a
this:
price.
I've been up since 7 o'clock, not just yesterday, the day before. I've been awake for effectively 48 hours.
So why do you have the energy to keep this going? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because
Like,
the
Sniper,
principle of the thing, we
what
want
is the
one thing out
principle,
of
bro?
this,
The
and yet
principle is
clearly
you
we
want to
can't
one
even
up.
get that.
Your principle is you want to one up, bro. That is your principle. That is you're literally just trying to one up, one up, one up,
Jedi,
one up.
what of the only two things that I have said that we want out of this? We've said they can come into our sector. We have said the only two things we want out of this is they're not to come to and build on Astaroth because that's our
When
home and we want
when
the
have I
pattern
said
to our pizza, and clearly that's the problem here.
bro? When have I said that? When have I said
We've said
that?
that's fine.
None
We've
of that's
literally
an
said they
issue,
can.
Sniper. None of that's an issue. When have I ever said I wanted to do that? I've never once said that I wanted to do that.
But you can't give up the one thing.
What one thing? The pizza, the whole thing that my faction's built around? Come on, bro. Like what are you
Oh
talking
my
about? You want me
god.
to give one thing that my faction's built around? I'm not telling you to give up the one thing that your faction's built around. Am I telling you to give up on the alien shit
Making
that's
me
on your planet?
understand you.
Sniper, am I telling you to give up on the alien shit that's going on in your planet? The whole thing that your faction's built around? Why are you telling me to give up on the one thing my faction's built around? It's the same fucking thing, bro. You're trying to tell me to give up the thing that my faction's built around. Yes, and that's
No,
not an
it's not
issue.
that he's arguing about. He's trying to make the argument that we're telling him to stop making pizza entirely. However, I have not
No,
once
you're
said this.
the
I've
blood on the
also,
pizza, the
I've,
blood on the pizza thing, blah. Like, bro, I know what you're saying, Sniper. I know what you're saying. The blood on the pizza,
so why are you
bro.
twisting it to make it sound like I'm saying something else then?
No, I'm not. I never
Because
once
now it's
said
starting to
that,
sound like, honestly, the problem isn't the fact that I'm trying to compromise here.
bro.
It's
You're
the fact
trying
that
to one
you're
up
the one trying
again.
to one
You're
up the
trying to one up
compromise.
again. No, you're trying to one up again.
How
This
am I
is what
trying to
I'm
one up
saying,
here?
Sniper, because you're putting words in my mouth when that's not what I said. You know what I was talking about when I was speaking. You knew what I was saying. You're sitting here trying to sit. That's what I'm saying. You're trying to keep it going. I literally just said, bro, you heard what I just said. I don't care about going to your planet. And then you're trying to tell me the whole thing that my thing's built around the pizza, the whole pizza empire, to let it go. Oh, the blood on the pizza is your thing. It's your thing. It's your thing. Bro, my whole thing is fucking pizza. Like, come on. What do you mean? Just because you said, "Oh, put blood on this pizza," like, "Oh, now it's your thing." Now, no, bro. My whole thing is the pizza. That's literally what my whole faction is about. That's why I'm saying, and you just
But
keep
then by
going and going and going.
but am I the only one who sees the logic in what that turns into?
What does it turn into, Sniper? That I don't like. I'm not okay with you trying to undermine what I'm doing. I'm not undermining what you're doing. What is the logic? I'm trying to figure it out. I've been asking you, what are you like?
Hold
What
on,
else is there to figure out? If I was to sit there and make a sub faction of an alien planet that has humanoids on it, that's my
to me, it's
definition.
literally
To,
stealing somebody else's
to,
idea entirely.
yeah, stealing somebody else's idea entirely. That's literally it right there. What is I've I've That's fine. I don't have a I don't want to go to Asteros Prime. I don't want to go to it. It's filled with a whole bunch of alien shits, anyways, from his lore. I helped him take out Atheroth, which gave him an access point to his
But
planet. I've sat there and agreed to help him on Sheet and take Sheet back so he has exit ports before the war.
what are you
That's
talking
before
about?
the war. I've helped him before the war. I've helped him during the
But then,
war.
as soon as he called us for aid on the Gloom front,
You went
we were the
somewhere
first
completely
fact.
different. You went somewhere completely different than where I asked you to go. So, bro, you didn't even
You
help me
asked
take the
us for
planet.
you
You didn't
asked us
even
for
the
aid
planet.
on that, and we agreed to call in people that we didn't even have full alliances with yet, and we made those calls to those people. We then all agreed on one planet, which was
And then everybody
Hit
backed
One.
out. And then everybody backed out. I have
Everybody was
literally,
on that planet.
and everybody backed out. The name of the
But
planet is
basically, he wanted to
Partheon.
push back and stop the gloom. So the other allies said where Ivy wanted the defense line was too far back, and by the time we built any defense line, it was going to spread too far. So we had agreed to split the team into two teams. Team one goes into Party and try and build a bottleneck, stopping the gloom from spreading out. That was where it goes from the past. I'm pretty
It's
sure
on the bug
I'd have to
front.
put it on the
It's
Terminage front.
but Partheon. Look, my point is Partheon has been taken over. We never even got Partheon. Bro, I've helped you liberate planets. You
Yes,
have
but
planets liberated right now.
we're starting to go tit for tat. Like
Yeah, but
We had 4 different factions involved in this.
then you disbanded at the last minute.
No, we had all went in. We
Yes,
had
and then you
disbanded
had
last minute when everybody's planet started getting invaded. I could not ask them to leave their planet in the shit.
Your planet was not getting
Just
invaded
because
at
mine wasn't, Julheim was getting hit, so that pulled the Steel Lords out. Lesoth was getting hit, so that pulled the GOL out. Everybody else, their planets were getting hit, so they needed to pull out. And yet, Ghost from the Past. And that was all 16. And that was all 16 people deployed on that planet for weeks, holding out, hoping the Ragdivers and their team that we had literally helped build their defense line could build that defense line, which ended up not working out.
We literally no, we literally that's the thing. We went away with the dispense line because all the other factions wanted to go to Partheon, and it was only our faction on the defense line that I wanted to create. So we moved
Because
our troops to Partheon. We
me
moved our
and Rin, what you're talking about is me and Rin had literally told him, right, we're bringing in 2 factions
Bro,
that
this
will
is
not work together. One of those factions will go with you and build a defense line because we
and
agree with
neither
you, we
one of
need a
them did.
defense line.
And neither one of them did.
Because then you had jumped into the conversation and told both of them, oh yeah, we're all working together, and neither of them wanted to
No,
work
the
together.
fuck, that was not what the fuck happened, bro. The point, bro. The point is, this is literally the point, and I'm gonna say it again. So in total, I have over like 40 rag divers, and then I have 62 on my server.
You guys have been talking about pizza for 4 hours.
Oh yes, and I just want to go to bed, and it's literally the simplest shit ever. We could disband the
Because
sausage. That's his fault. He doesn't want us to be there.
that was the whole point of us building that sub faction in general.
Yeah, bro, like he's not gonna let it go, bro. That's literally the whole.
Because that is
There's
practically
not
what we
much
had
like
done. We had compromised. We've got nothing
you
more
have
to give.
not, sniper. You don't compromise. That is literally the whole problem of why we went to war in the first place. Why we had disagreements in the first place because you don't compromise. And I have been fine with literally almost every compromise that you said, and I've agreed to almost all of them. Sniper just keeps it going. That's literally the whole issue. You I have not disagreed with any compromise that you said from the beginning,
Because
and I
for
said
me, it's
okay, that's
just
fine.
tit for tat. This is literally just tit for tat.
How is it tit for tat, Sniper? How is it tit for tat if I'm agreeing to the compromise and I'm saying okay, yeah, that's fine, and then you keep going with it?
That'd be fun by us. That'd be fun by us, but as you heard Ivy also state, oh, but that's still undermining me. That was his response to that. We've said we'd be
That's
fine with
not
that.
what the Sniper. That's why I'm saying that's not what I said.
It's on the
I said,
recording, Ivy.
bro,
Stop trying to
okay,
backtrack out of
Sniper,
shit every time
Sniper,
somebody calls you out.
Sniper.
Because you do this a lot, and
No,
it's
that's what the
actually
fuck
starting to
you
piss me
do,
off. Because
Sniper.
I've been up for 48 hours.
Sniper, that is what the hell you do, Sniper. That is what the hell you do. You try to one up fucking everything that somebody says. Everything that I have said, you've tried to one up. That is not what I said. I said I am Sniper. I have said that is fine. I literally said that is fine. I said the only issue with that is yeah, if it's a faction that I have nothing to do with, don't have allyship with, this, that, the third, and they go and make their own pizza faction, that is not going to bother me at all. That is what I said. But that's if no, I haven't. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't, bro. At this point, at, at this point, bro, I really don't care. It could have been as simple as, bro. I literally already said like it could have been. What is he? What do you, Sniper? What do you want to gain from it? Like, what do you want to gain? I'm sure, huh? No, we can still do what you want to do, but he hasn't. He's never once said what he wanted to gain from it. That's why I'm just trying to figure out his logic on
I've literally
what
said
he's
it.
trying to do. The blood pizza, the blood pizza. Yes, I'm. And he could have been had that. That was my whole point. He could have been had that. Well then, but then that's the thing. It that the, that and that was kind of my whole point when me and him were talking. If that's the case and he doesn't, well, arguing. Well, at first me and him were talking when we first got on the game. when we first got on, we were talking. My whole point is he was gonna give me the sausage divers anyways. He was gonna still get Laffy's pizza, this, that, the third, and then everybody joined in on, oh, you're this, you're that, you're this, and then I guess he got this fucking head boost where he think he could just do this and do that, and it's like, bro, we literally had a whole agreement on what we were gonna do and how we were gonna do it, and I'm saying before any of us got on the when it was just me and him talking in game, it was already discussed on, okay, this is how we're gonna handle it, and then it turned into a whole bunch of other stuff. Like I said, because of however everybody took on how my faction does stuff, and he just took it and ran with it. Like I said, that is the part that frustrates me so freaking much because he does that shit all the time, and it's like, bro, that makes it where I do all this stuff. I'm trying to be your ally. I'm trying to be your friend. And it's like, bro, now I don't even want to be allies because, bro, what the fuck? Like, you just keep doing this shit. Like, out of everybody here, Sniper, you know how I am about my lore. You know how I am about the pizza. I don't see why you gotta, like, I don't know. And I was just asking you why, like, why? Like, if I'm not doing stuff like that to you, bro, why you gotta do stuff like that to me? Like I said, I'm fine with whatever compromise to end all of this so I can just go to sleep. I'm literally fine with that. I just, like I said, I just want to know, like I asked Sniper earlier, like, bro, why are you doing that to me? As just talking to you as a friend, like, why? Like, what the fuck did I do to you for you to want to do that to me? If that makes sense. Like, that's literally just me asking you, like, as a friend. That's not even me, like, in lore or in game or anything. Like, just as a friend, like, why? Sniper.
See, this is the other point we get to now, where it's, oh, let's take it out of lore and start hitting on
Bro,
people personally.
it's
And
not.
this is
No, I'm not.
exactly why we
No,
can't ever agree on
bro.
something.
Yeah, because it keeps happening.
To me, it's just petty squabble that constantly. To me, it's just petty squabble over a video game.
Bro, yes, it's petty squabble over a video game. Yes, that's the whole thing. We've had these conversations before, and then like we come back together, like, oh, okay, we're friends, we're gonna do this and that, but then it keeps going to petty squabble over a video game. So it's like, okay, like we figured it out. It's not that big of a deal. I'm literally just asking you, like, as a friend, yo, why do you do that? Like, what's up with that? Like, are you just getting too wrapped up in the character? Like, are you just getting too wrapped up in your character? Are you just like, we're role playing this, that, the third? Like, bro, because at the end of the day, you're like, we're supposed to be friends, you know? Yeah. I've already, bro. I've
Yes.
already said yes to that. That part doesn't bother me. Like I said. Yeah. Yeah. I've already said yes.
Yep. Yes. Well, yes.
Yeah. At this point, bro, I'm completely fine with that. Like I said, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, on a serious note though, I do want like because all that's done and over with, bro. I do want to know like why do you do that? Like, I mean, no, that's all done, bro. That's all done. I like I said, I just know how it's gonna go. So I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna push it if you don't want to sit there and talk about it. But 3302 Havoc Crusaders, 505th Resurgence. I mean, I guess you guys 501st. The Anointed, yeah, the Anointed, the Cheese Divers, Red Commander. I guess the 65th Flash Brigade. I guess 99th Mortis Guard, 808th Mad Bastards, 501st Corpse Service, the Helldivers Templar, the Grind Guard. Um, then that's I think that's pretty much it.
Goes from the past, yeah.
So are we done?
Yep.
Okay, well, no. I was just gonna ask Sniper, what time are you gonna be on my time tomorrow so we can have that
No clue.
conversation? Huh?
No clue, because I tend to be busy
Well, like I
nowadays.
said, I really want to have that conversation, bro. Because honestly, like I said, if it's gonna keep being like that, bro, then there's no point of us to keep going forward. No, we're good. We're good on that end. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Sniper. I just I just want to know like why is it always got to be like that? That's literally like all I want to talk to him about it. Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, it's always, bro. It's always like this between me and him. I'm not mad. Like I'm not mad at. I'm not, like I'm not mad at him. I just don't want to keep going through this every single time there's a conflict. That's why I was at. That's why I was just asking, like, okay, what's a good time for you tomorrow, so we could sit down and talk about it. Because, like I said, bro, at the end of the day, outside of the game stuff, like, bro, we're supposed to be friends. So, so yeah, just like I said, just let me know a good time for you tomorrow, Sniper. I'm gonna be doing a
Yep.
little bit of stuff, but nothing super crazy. I know we're on different time zones because it's like fucking 5 or 6 in the morning for you.
8:15.
What what's so if it's a quarter eight to you, if it's like 4 o'clock my time, what would it be your time? Like 8, 9 o'clock?
4 o'clock. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock now, so
With the 65th, I don't think so. I don't know if you guys are affiliated with the Anointed or not, and how that would trickle down. I like I said, I don't know how that would trickle down from it, so I don't know. Inferno.
Am I allowed to talk now? You were telling me not to talk on my server, and I was like, all right, fine. I guess I'll just shut up then. Yeah, I noticed that. What were you asking, Ivy?
Kind of what y'all's affiliation with the Anointed and sense.
So I know. Give me a second. Let me go on my server. I know exactly that. We were, or we are in alliance with them. I do know that. It's just it's not on there because the server was fixed up, so I guess his alliance section was moved. I gotta get him to repost it. I just want pieces for my troops. That's it. That's all I want. Oh. All right. Do you get pizza?
I don't think so. What's the name of their faction? No, I don't. No, I don't think so. No.
Ivy,
What's up?
do you want to form an alliance with the 65th?
Yeah, we can.
Is that allowed with your guys' compromise or no?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yep.
Okay, but I do want a special pizza for the 65th.
What do you want?
We want a cheesy, spicy pizza.
Cheesy, spicy. So our Liberty Supreme. Yeah, our Liberty Supreme has jalapenos, um, bell peppers, banana peppers, cheese, stuff like that. But if you want, we can make a special pizza like a jalapeno cheese, where like we melt the jalapenos in with the cheese, and kind of like dice them and shit like that. Or make like a
Yeah.
spicy cheese. We can get like a spicy cheese with some jalapenos.
Yes, and give it a special name too.
Okay, bet.
So then, Ivy, you can go ahead and you can put on the alliance section of my thing about your faction.
All right, I'll probably do that, bro. I'm super freaking tired. I'll probably do all that in the morning. What do you have? Flame breath?
Jedi, you're not on my alliance section.
Flame breath.
You.
What do you? How do you feel about the mouth melter?
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that.
I mean, that was just kind of like first thing come to my head, but
Cheesy flames.
For the cheesy flames.
the cheesy flames.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm fixing to take my ass sleep here in a minute. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired.
Keep stealing my shit. I'm gonna pop you.
Where
Well,
the
yeah,
fuck is my alliance section?
I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. I'm not gonna lie. I suggest you guys do the same. We can figure all this tomorrow. Sniper, just like I said, I don't. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Sniper, like I said, I don't know what time it is, or I don't know what time it would be for me when it's like 4 o'clock your time or like 4 o'clock my time. It could be like 8, 9 o'clock, somewhere around there your time. But just hit me up around then, or I'll hit you up and we can talk about everything.
Yep.
What? What'd you say, man?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna put those keys up right now. Did
You
you
didn't ask me either.
did you direct message?
Quite, mate.
Did you already direct message me? Okay. Yeah. I got it.
Oh, actually, I don't. I didn't. I was trying to ask Sean. Is he in your group now, Sean?
Oh,
Yep.
Leroy. Okay.
Is it okay for us to
Number.
Fuck. Hell with that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm just looking for a faction to fight so we can start filling the vats back up again.
Well, you are my ally, so I do have to respect you. So. I'm staying up because there's a member who needs to get trained.
Yeah, and now I've got to spend the next 16 hours completely awake looking for a faction to start drama with, just so that I can go to war with them, just to start refilling the vats of blood. Go to war with the Truth Enforcers? Maybe. I mean,
How about you find the biggest, baddest bastards on this fucking.
you think just because we've got 16 people, we're fucked? We've taken on the biggest factions. And we still held our own against them.
You also got to remember too, the Chaos Divers do not function the way that these other factions function.
I'm sorry, the more centralized the faction we fight, the more our guerrilla tactics work. The
Well, you
more
also know that the
centralized we
Chaos Divers are upset that everybody.
No,
Now,
but
if he
500
asks
kgs and
for.
nukes can be.
Now, if Sniper asked for a scorch and burn policy, then the Chaos Divers numbers would match nothing. Because as soon as
Yep.
they landed on the planet, they would just get blasted with flames.
Well, you see, our policy is pretty simple. You see that mountain?
40?
See, you're missing another point
All right.
here.
Good night, you guys. I'm going to bed.
Good night, Rag Divers.
See, no, to be fair,
No,
Jedi,
no,
to be
no.
fair, you're
You
missing a point
forgot.
here. Jedi,
Jedi,
to be
you
fair, you're
forgot.
missing a point
When
here.
you attack the 65th, you automatically go to war with Ignis Dominion. And then you automatically go to war with the Salamanders, who are allied with Ignis Dominion. Alliance.
Don't have to get involved.
Oh no, Ignis will, and so will the Salamanders.
Well, you're missing a different perspective, Jedi.
Tails. Nobody's intimidated by the Chaos Divers, especially since they're ripping themselves apart.
Can I point out something completely different here? We might be a 16-member force, but we have enough explosives in stockpile to level an entire planet.
And you also got to remember too, in lore, the 65th has the flame of pillar.
About that, we already have the weaponry to.
I thought you were gonna wait till they all left.
I'll say it like this. The fact that he's mentioned he would happily go back to war, oh, I'm fixing for him now. I've even literally even said, oh, if he, I will happily throw everything under the bus and go back to war over this. He didn't say exactly like that, but I send down messages, not directly. Like the moment you start disrespecting me the way he did, oh, I'm gonna gun for you. He constantly does this thing of, oh, war about me, and doesn't let anybody else talk for a compromise. And it's like, do you know what? At this point, I really just want to shoot you just to make you shut up. You're telling a warmongering faction. Like, there's a specific reason that when my faction makes an alliance with other factions, we send what we call the faction trade deal. A literal written document. Yeah, well, do you know what the interesting thing is? There was a certain weapon in my contract that Ivy failed to recognize that I had enacted. Should either faction change the contract to not give the other, you don't have to tell the other faction. They have 30 days to respond, or that change becomes permanent. And I changed the contract to clearly state that the rag divers were owned by ghosts from the past. So, for all intents and purposes, shouldn't he be answering to me?
How do you feel about the work you did now, Jedi? Just hurry up and get
So,
off the
so the entire work that we've just done for the whole time has actually just meant nothing to me. Because it's like, oh, it's in our trade deal contracts permanently. And we literally oh, the moment he went to war with us. Well, no, you see, the issue is Well, no. Well, you see, the issue becomes is he signed that when he asked us for a coalition to help him fight back the gloom, and he had signed it third. Yes, I had changed it. Well, well, you see, that's for a trade deal, not for a hostile takeover. Well, no, you see, I purposely, well, no, you see, the problem in your logic there is I added, well, I actually changed that clause to make us own him 30 days before we had gone to war. So for the entire time he was fighting me at war, or maybe I'm just waiting for him to put all his people in a
Jedi, do you
tunnel
not
so I can
understand
blast
how
him.
Jedi, do you not understand how Sniper works? I've been listening the whole time. He is basically like the Spartans. They are warmongers. They seek blood. They seek combat. So no matter what peace deal you work up, it can all be undone if snipers be like, you know what, I don't want to acknowledge that peace deal.
No, basically they just went to war with their own faction is what happened.
So it's a civil war.
Against, but what you need to think about But what you need to think about is how did 16 dudes put them into a state where they were in the middle of a civil war in the first place? Why does nobody ever read the fucking contract? Uh, fuck. Ooh. Would have been when I first moved into this place a little bit, so I'd say either like June, July-ish. Well, no, the war would have started in August, so he would have signed that in June, July-ish. Oh, the day after. Oh, the day after. I wouldn't. Oh, I don't have the contracts anymore after being off the game for so long, but I can tell you that I had changed it the day after he had signed it. Nice little trick I like to do to factions. Well, no. Well, no. We do it to test one thing and one thing only. We'll make a small
See
change
if
on the first
you
day.
to see if you read your contract, not just graze over it, basically.
And not just that, we'll also make one minor change in the first 30 days, which is that the time frame drops from 30 days to 24 hours. We do that to test to see are you keeping up to date with the contract to dispute it? Because if not, the 24 hours kicks in, then we slap in the okay, now we officially own you. 24 hours ends, boom, you're now our faction, you're effectively a puppet state to us. I pulled a fast one on the GOL as well. The only reason I have an alliance with them is because I pulled that trick. That 31 days. No, it's been no. I'm just like I made the 24 hours change. I have to wait 30 days for that 24 hours change to kick in. Then once the 24 hours kicks in, I will leave you another day, and then it's like, oh, 32 days later. Oh, I own you, by the way. How do you own us? Did you not fucking read the contract and keep up to date with it? We warned you. We can edit the contract. You can edit it, all without notifying the other person, and it's their job to stay on top of the contract. We put out about 8 of these contracts, and every single one of them we've switched. Why do you think we're called ghosts? We don't fight you face to face. We fight you in the contract. Or as we like to call it, subversive warfare. Works really well. But just a heads up, we only do it to those factions that we don't actually like. Like, generally, we will not touch the contract, but give us a reason to be pissed off at you, and yeah, we're going to start fucking with the contract. Like, oh no, it's all legit. It's all completely legal. Like, even in the real world, this shit is completely illegal. It's like in one contract, I changed it in such a way that we could fight them, but they couldn't even shoot back at us. So they just had to sit there and take it. That was a fun one, to be fair. We'd warn people as well. Make sure you stay on top of the contract. We're not doing it behind their backs. We tell them this is in the contract. Make sure you read it and you understand what you're signing. But yeah, I effectively have 8 puppet state factions. Do you want to become 9th and 10th?
No, I'm good.
That's what I thought. For once, 2 people who don't get stuck in the bureaucracy of shit.
Wait. So I have to ask, all your allies are not really your allies.
Most of them are.
They're your puppets.
8 of them are. Whoever said I
So
have
what if
only
they just
8?
said that wasn't them that signed it?
We have 8 puppets, 20 alliances, and we're slowly making moves on all 20 of them.
No, the 60 says not to make it. You already told them do not do contracts.
Or as I like to call it, the fun times. Fun times for us, because it means we get an army that we don't even need to amass ourselves. I love bureaucracy. To do that.